What is up, beautiful people? As always, this podcast is sponsored by our friends at Auto Skin Detail. Folks, they have made it easier than ever to get your car or truck cleaned up. Check out the easy-to-use link to directly book any service right from your phone. Look into their calendar, see the different services, and choose what's good for you. Let's go.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
I challenge everybody that listens to this to get out of your shell and go do something new and fun.
Happy to be here.
Like they just slow motion.
Do you see Zach trying to pretend like he doesn't watch cake sitting videos?
Happy to be here.
There to exorcise the demons.
So your swan man is
Our Schwan delivery man that brought us bomb pops and chicken nuggets is there to perform an exorcism.
This needs to be made into a short
You
film.
couldn't make this shit up.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
You told me 5 years ago you got a way to make a titty more delicious. I might not have believed you. And then you cover it with... Whoo. You hit that, bro. A live review. That's an Easter thing? That's an Easter special. It's a Fruity Pebble white chocolate egg.
That's what Jesus died for.
That's
Oh
what,
my
yeah.
God.
And then came back. He came back to have one of those.
Jesus,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's Saturday morning. In your
Right?
mouth.
Right?
It's got the milk.
Dude, the milk's
Which is
in there.
crazy.
It's got built-in milk.
We do got built-in milk, bro.
It's got that milk.
No
I'm
spoon.
I'm Homelanded right now. It's got the milk.
Wow.
Nom nom nom.
That is
Wild.
That is no joke, dude.
I got you, bro.
I could.
Wild.
I mean, honestly, bro, you could lose weight on this shit because I eat so many bowls of cereal.
Just 2 or 3 of those.
There you go.
I'm done.
I just ate like a half a bowl of cereal and 1 egg.
Yeah, just resolved your craving and
Yeah,
you off to
because
bed.
I will, dude. I'm telling you, especially Fruity Pebbles. There's just something sexy about pouring a fresh bowl and then like when the spoon kind of presses up against that first bite. Like,
yes. Yeah.
And you
Oh,
gotta
yeah, you
scoop
get that,
that.
little, and you get it in the mouth and you kind of push it on the roof of your mouth with your tongue a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Just kinda,
dude.
yeah.
Here's a question for you guys with cereal. Do you guys leave a pile of oh sorry, I didn't realize we were on.
Yep.
Do you guys leave a pile of like crispy cereal in the corner and like keep it crispy, or do you mix it all right away?
Oh wow, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm such an impulsive jump right in. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm a mixer
I didn't even.
for sure.
I haven't even been strategic enough to be like, you know what? I'm gonna push some Crispies up, so that way when these get a little soggy, I can bring some new.
So what
some
you
off
do?
the bench.
So
kinda
yes,
rotate 'em in.
yes.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just it's low milk. You know, don't milk the fucking thing up now. It's a little bit of milk, and then you get yourself a little cave of full on milk and Krispies going, and then you have
Kind of rotate them into the pool and shit.
If you're right-handed, it's going to be happening on the right-hand side of your bowl, and then the left side is going to have a nice mound that you can bring on down.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I never even would have
Do you
thought
add
about
more
that.
milk at some point?
At some point, if you go crazy enough on the milk side, then yeah, you just cruise back in and add a little milk. But when you add that milk, be sure you got enough cereal too. You might have to add a little.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I never would have even thought to do what you're talking about. That is revolutionary. It's a regular ass bowl. I put cereal, I put milk in it. We got these bowls from my daughter that are snack bowls, and they're mostly a bowl, but on one side of them they got a little like sectioned off area. So it's supposed to be like for like chips and dip or like veggies and dip or whatever. I'm telling you, you put milk in the big section and keep the cereal in the little pocket on the side and just kind of add it as you go. That's the way. So then I've done what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen the little cups too. There's like a cup they make that's like there's a whole bunch of cereal on the top of this globe, and the bottom is like a cup. So when you slurp the milk, the cereal jumbles into your mouth at the same time, and it's like you just walk around.
They're stored
You
separate,
driving in the
but then-
car.
Yeah. I've seen those.
Oh, Dennis Reynolds. That's revolutionary.
Bro. I'm sure you'll find it and you'll put it
No,
up.
see, because I would just eat it because they get soggy. That's probably the thing. It's like any Rice Krispie type thing, it will get soggy and then it's no good
They can
anymore.
talk in there, just add some more cereal back in, so then I just mix it up.
Yes.
some more.
I'm eating at least 3 bowls of cereal.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I could kill a box of Cocoa Fruity Pebbles
Cereal
easy.
killer.
in one sitting.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. That's honestly two big bowls.
So-
Because they're so small that
No.
there's so much. The more lightweight on my body than
they
like
are
an
way
Apple
more.
Jacks or like a
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Crunch. Where it's
I mean,
like,
especially if you're getting into like honey bunches of oats or something like that. I mean, now you're talking hearty.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way I'm ripping through
once
a
you
box.
get like that
about-
much crunch, I'm like, okay, this is a meal.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys-
a lot.
A snack. This is a meal.
You guys fuck.
That
You
is a
guys
meal.
fuck with the Reese's little
Oh
balls.
my
The
god.
Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, they got these
I can
new
do a
hitters,
box
these
of those.
Reese's clusters now. They're like
No.
little, yeah, bro. They got like chocolate and
The peanut butter
all in
comes
a little
through better?
pretzel. Yeah,
insane.
Wow.
yeah. I got those. Those are fire. But yeah, Reese's Puffs are where it's at.
They know what they're doing with the cereal. Nobody's eating cereal because they're hungry.
Yeah.
People are eating cereal because the cereal sounds good.
I got these off-brand cinnamon squares, and they're fucking slapping right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they figured out how to really get into those. What's the brand of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? They all kind of are just about there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Cinnamon Toast Crunch moved on to like Apple Toast Crunch, French Toast
Yeah,
Crunch,
they're
Churro Crunch. They got all kinds of crunch now.
Which are all so bomb.
So now all the malto meals and like the secondary brands are like, okay, we'll just take over that then.
Yeah.
You know?
Meals slap too.
Yeah.
They do.
They're like-
do.
they're
I
like
haven't
little
had
Lucky
a
Charms
cereal-
or whatever it is. It's crazy.
I haven't
Well,
had
they
a
got
cereal I
Lucky
didn't
Charms
like.
with the chocolate pieces in it.
Hey, make sure
Yeah.
you get this up on. Just make
That's-
sure you get it like at least.
I haven't had a cereal I didn't like. I mean, unless we're talking shredded wheat. But even then, I smashed a lot of shredded wheat.
Frosted wheat, I will.
Do it.
Regular old, no way. But
Shredded wheat, bro. That was my least favorite.
But I mean, I'm talking about the logs, though.
big piece.
The logs
break
that you
down.
would they came there. I think in the box came 4 or 6
and these aren't
logs.
frosted on either side.
Neither. And what you would do is you'd pop open the bag and you'd pull a log out. It wouldn't fit in a bowl. It's this big.
It's a brick.
Yeah,
You
so
break
you
it in half.
Yeah, so you cut it in half and you lay it in 2 little squares this way. But here's the kicker: is if you hit that motherfucker with some sugar and put some milk in there and do that same trick I was just telling you guys and let one log kind of stay, it's bomb, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Hardy.
I used to. Okay. Hey, we got Shaq.
Okay.
Special guest
Yep.
on the podcast
Yep.
today.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank
Welcome,
you. Thank
Shaq.
you. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
And
said the thing.
so let's run it. Let's run around. Let's see. I want to know what if you had to go top 3 breakfast cereal go to. You got 3 boxes. Mom's picking them up from the store. She's at the store. What cereal you want, honey?
Never had
what
that question.
3 boxes are you getting?
Okay.
Okay, I'm an only child. I got this.
Yeah.
I got this question. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Shaq, what's your top 3? What's your go-to? And actually, just right now, just being a stoner, top 3.
Fruity Pebbles off the top is gonna have to be in the top 3.
Of course.
And it's not number 3 at least. That's for sure. It's either 1 or 2 because it's a timeless classic. It never gets old. You might get sick of eating too many of them because you get a tummy ache because you ate so many of them. But you're never gonna be like, nah,
I don't want that.
I don't want Fruity Pebbles. So that's just a classic. Even though it just will absolutely destroy your mouth, Captain Crunch is just a banger for me.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna sound wild, but I don't really fuck with the Crunch Berries.
I don't either, bro.
Yeah,
Straight up,
Yeah,
OG.
just want the
Just
all
all
Captain
yellows.
Crunch.
You guys are
Just want the
wild.
Captain
All
Crunch.
yellow.
Oops, all crunch.
The berries are
Berries.
good on their own. I like eat some berries on their own. Like if I could get some like a light berry, like a Captain Crunch with like 1/3 of the berries in there, I'd be like sick, cool. I don't get overpowered. I'm eating so many berries. I'm not getting that much crunch.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm here for the Captain
I feel
Crunch.
that. I can feel that.
And shout out Peanut Butter Crunch because he
Oh,
held it down
true,
until Reese's
true.
came along.
Very true.
And fucked the game
Nobody
up.
gets
And now
any-
nobody
no-
gets
no
Peanut Butter
love.
Crunch anymore.
No love.
You might as well stop.
Yeah, peanut butter crunch is good.
Then I'd probably have to say number 3, probably Apple Jacks. I really enjoy a good bowl of Apple Jacks. And I feel like it's slept on.
These are
I've
all
never,
like Zach's favorites.
I like never go to anybody's house and see like a box of Apple Jacks anywhere, but they're still selling out all the time. And I'm like, man,
OG.
other than me, who's buying them? Like, I
Because
don't
it's
see-
really like I feel like a high quality type of person buys Apple Jacks. Like you're gonna
You'll
like,
find those in a rich ass house.
yeah.
I remember, well, Apple Jacks used to be the coolest shit to me when I was a kid because of the commercials. Because the
the
commercials
little-
in the 90s.
Oh, you
well, yeah, they
surfing
had those
and
characters.
skating.
But I remember even earlier than that, their whole marketing campaign was like a bunch of kids would be chilling, eating Apple Jacks, and like the dad would come out to the garage and be like, why do you kids eat those things? They don't even taste like apples. And all the kids basically just said, "Cause fuck you, we do." Like, cause we just do.
love
Like
because they're
they
kids,
just-
and you're like, because
yeah,
we're
they would
kids. we
puff
don't
their
give a
chest
fuck.
out. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, I remember that was their
And I'm
marketing
like,
campaign.
oh, that's so fucking cool, bro.
like just be you.
So okay, so Apple Jacks, Fruity Pebbles,
Captain Crunch.
Crunch,
And then
no Crunch Berries.
Honorable mention to honeycombs.
okay.
God, he's taking them all.
Oh, honey, see, dude, and going to those niche.
Yeah.
Not typical go-tos that I'm just like, man, this guy knows his cereal.
Honeycombs is.
Honeycomb's big.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, Mike? What's up?
I'm gonna throw y'all for a loop.
Oh, hit me with it.
So definitely on the list, the one that won't throw you for a loop, Fruity Pebbles. I gotta shout it out. It's
Gang shit.
It's the one thing that takes me back to childhood, and like one of those things that just like ties me to that. And there's like you said, there's never a bad time. You never get sick of them. Second, I would say as I've grown older, my taste for cereals have changed a little bit. I prefer a more, sophisticated cereal. On the road to that, there's a cereal called O's. O-H apostrophe
I think I've
S.
seen that.
And it's like a big Cheerio that's got like granola pieces in the middle,
think
like
I
the
have
O is
seen-
filled in, and
okay.
it's just covered in honey. So it's kind of like a more sophisticated, grown-up honeycomb in a way. You get a little more crunch with it. And it's
Cheerio
not-
or honeycomb?
it's more like honeycomb than a Cheerio, but it's like a big loop. It's like the size of a Fruit Loop, basically, but it just tastes like a Cheerio would essentially, but it's covered in honey, so it has that honeycomb taste to it.
shit.
So it's real crunchy.
I like that.
And real okay. And then my favorite cereal as I've grown, the cereal I go to more often, the cereal I keep in the house and have every morning. I will pour a bowl of it, and then I'll chop up at least a half a banana on top of it. Is Banana Nut Crunch.
Really?
Banana Nut Crunch is my shit, bro. I love Banana Nut
So
Crunch.
this is who makes this? This is
Post. It's like Honey Bunches of Oats,
Okay,
but like they're
okay.
offshoots. Like they do Blueberry Morning
Yes.
and Cranberry Almond Crunch.
I want to
This
go.
man knows his
bomb.
cereal.
Bro, I want to go there.
Yeah.
I want to go to the cereal
Factory,
spot,
yeah.
the factory, because I've seen the commercial and it looks fun.
I wish
When they're
you
all
get, like,
wearing
a
hairnets.
So
A
O's.
flight of
O's.
cereal. Would be like a good business model.
So
That's a
O's.
good idea.
And we got
Banana Nut Crunch.
Banana Nut
Banana
Crunch,
Crunch.
and then Fruity Pebbles.
Yep.
Okay,
That's stellar.
that is good.
I'm gonna
It's very
roll
fatherly of
with
you, too,
I'm gonna
I feel
roll
like.
with I'm gonna roll with the OG Frosted Flakes. I can
Okay.
still do. I
I
can
like
still do some Frosted Flakes. And I grew up when I would just go full sugar when I could get it. Frosted Flakes.
Ain't nothing wrong with them, bro. They're great.
When I was a kid, like as many bowls as I want, my mom would let me have Kicks, and so I fell in love with Kicks.
yes.
Kicks is good.
As a kid, they had
Really
that
good.
light little sugar hit to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I would say probably Honey Bunches or something just it was always had to do with fucking flakes. It was always like she thought she was
Nice.
doing something by getting us like
Where you
some
fall
sort of
cornflakes.
grain, yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
fall on Raisin Bran.
Oh, definitely. I just forgot about it.
Ooh.
Raisin Bran was in there too.
Yeah.
I remember
flakes?
when I graduated and stopped having to put sugar on my Raisin Bran. I was like, this is actually kind of sweet.
It's
anyway.
fine just as is.
Yeah. And then my honorable mention would be fucking Wheaties. Because, like, I swear there's been
yeah,
times when I
absolutely.
actually ate a big bowl of Wheaties and, like, did some shit. It's like, well, I could run a mile right now.
Superpowers.
Played hella tennis. He was like,
Yeah, or like you did, yeah, like you went out and like shoveled walkways. You're like, man, it must have been the Wheaties. Yeah.
no, because you're getting that fiber. Staying healthy. All right, dude. So you got the Wheaties. Oh no, that's the honorable mention. So you had some
Bunches of
Honey
Oats.
Bunches of Oats, you had
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, and
What's the other one?
what was the other one?
Kicks.
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 Such a
Bro, we put Kicks out as snacks for the baby now, and I just catch myself taking little
absolutely.
handfuls for myself. Just like you get that little like sunflower seeds, or so you just kind of shaking the Kick, and
yeah.
kid tested, mother approved. All right,
Ooh, and
That
Dad
was their
approved.
slogan right there.
Yeah. Kid tested.
Dude, I love cereal, man, so much.
So good.
I just really love it a lot. So I have to say that honestly, Captain Crunch Berries
Okay.
just take me back to a time. It's really just a nostalgia, really, right? It'll bring me back to this time when I wake up at my grandma's house and she just had it. And that was like the highlight of my morning. As I wake up, and like, man, she got the Captain Crunch.
And she let you have as much as you wanted.
Oh, Shaq is, I got as much as I want because I was like the only
kid. She got it for you.
So I just,
She gotta spoil you.
Yep. So I would just freaking eat that Captain Crunch. I love it. So Captain Crunch berries, and regular Captain Crunch. She had both.
You would mix it
and
sometimes.
peanut butter sometimes. Yeah. So I would. When I was a kid, I think I dabbled in the mixing, but it's more like like you tried
Yeah.
a couple drugs, but you've gone back to it a few times.
got your
but
mainstays.
you ain't really like.
Do you
fucking
guys
with it like
mix
that.
now?
No way.
No
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
Oh my god!
I mix my-
I thought I was talking to mixers.
No.
No.
I mix.
No, I don't mix.
I
mix?
mix. Oh my
I like
god!
myself
Yes.
straight. I don't want to go with nothing.
I'm glad that you mix.
I'm a big chunk of peanut butter and a mix.
Oh,
like
wow.
not every
Oh,
time,
wow.
but for sure.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's something, bro.
I'm also gonna have to give a big shout out to Cinnamon Life. Okay.
Yes,
bro. Heavily
Yes.
underrated.
Yes.
Cinnamon
Get them
Life.
quick
as a
though,
whole.
bro.
You
Get them
gotta get 'em
quick.
quick.
Gotta get them quick.
They're definitely-
Eat Cinnamon Life dry, you'll kind of get like a little hint of cinnamon, but as soon as you put those motherfuckers in some milk, that cinnamon just
For sure.
pops,
And
bro.
that first 60 seconds of eating the, like, you know, when
You
they're
gotta
not-
get at them quick.
Amazing.
You're better off to just do two smaller bowls rather than go for the huge bowl right
Oh,
off the
yeah.
bat.
Yeah.
And then just keep on hitting the milk filler.
And no
Because if
other
you-
cereal gets that soggy that fast. Like
No,
no other
no.
cereal is that bad when it's soggy either. Like when it
No.
gets super soggy, it's like disintegrating. And like,
Now when I think
But
about
hey,
it,
man, that's life.
I feel like even Fruity Pebbles has a longer life in the
True.
Yeah.
in the milk than Life. Yeah, Life is known for it. Yeah, I would say those two. And God, man, honestly, it's so hard to choose because I love Frosted Mini Wheats, and I also love Frosted Flakes, and I also love Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey nuts.
Apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't know
dude!
it was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm gonna go with number 3? I'm gonna go Apple Jacks, dude.
Yeah.
because Apple
There you
Jacks
go.
are the fucking shit.
I definitely
They're good.
And
cleared
I
a whole
fucking-
box of
I
those.
love Apple Jacks, dude, and I
Treat you
just
right.
forget. Sometimes I feel like I'm standing in front of that big aisle and I don't even see Apple
much.
Jacks.
No, their marketing isn't the best.
No, I feel-
but if you
they're
stay at a
hidden.
hotel and you get those little boxes,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna go through every single one of
Because
those
that's
ones.
where they're
and
at,
Apple Jacks
bro.
is
They're
in
in the
there.
hotels. They're in the rich people's
Yeah.
houses. They're not.
Or if you hit like
you know,
the Malto Meal Apple O's.
Yeah.
Oh, there
those
you go.
hit
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost better, honestly, than an Apple Jack.
I know. I
Off
know.
brand, I feel like it works a little bit harder for you.
Yeah, they're a little crispier.
Absolutely.
All right, controversial opinion. Let's flip it. What cereal do you hate?
Cookie Crisps.
Rice Krispies plain.
whatever he said, shredded wheat. I don't want that.
So Rice Krispies plain. You were not a fan of Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisps.
I would agree with you there. I don't like what they did to cookies, bro. Cookies should
No.
just be cookies.
Yeah, and like
I don't want
it doesn't
cookies.
taste that good after it's been wet for too long. Like you get it like kind of wet. It's like, oh, cookies and milk, sweet. But then like after like a minute, it's like soggy cookie.
Yeah,
And
it's
then one
not-
time when
it's
I was a
not good.
kid, I had like I poured a bowl of it. We had it for a little while. Or we were kind of broke, so we couldn't afford to buy new cereal that often. So I was like, oh, I got some Cookie Crisp left. Hell yeah! Poured a bowl, started eating it out of no, not thinking about anything at all. Big old bite, and I bit down. It was just kind of a like a gross. And I spit it out, and there was just a dead spider in there that I bit in my mouth. And so I was like, oh
damn.
man. No, I
Gross.
can't ever support Cookie Crisp.
That'll-
in my
that'll do
life.
it to
And
you,
I just
bro.
like
What he bit?
Oh,
it was like,
that'll
and
do
it
it
was
to
big
you.
enough that I could see like the legs left over and stuff, and I had like I could still see what it was, even though I had bit into it and
Cookie
crunched
got
it.
legs.
Exactly. I was like, this is not right. And I was like, oh yep, cool. Never
That's
gonna eat this. And I had it again like 2
Is that a
years ago.
spider or is that a cookie?
No,
Just
Damn,
scary, just
dude,
scary.
I forgot about that. I feel like that was the allure. Like you're a kid, you're like, oh, cookie.
I can have
Ooh,
cookies.
you just want it,
Yeah.
but then it's like the want for it is more than like you
Yeah,
actually
that
get
was
it, you're like,
designed after they realized that marketing had power.
Do
Like,
y'all
that was not
remember-
our OG cereal.
I didn't. Do y'all
marketing, though.
remember? Do y'all remember when Waffle Crisp dropped?
Oh fuck yeah, the
Do
maple.
you remember Waffle
Remember
Crisp?
they
I
had like
do remember
maple
that.
something.
So Waffle Crisp is shitting on Cookie Crisp for sure.
Waffles are so versatile. It's
yeah,
insane.
yeah. Waffles are very versatile food, bro.
Think about a McGriddle. It's basically a waffle sandwich.
Yeah, like
Boom.
pancake sandwich with the
You can
maple.
do anything with that. You
Yeah.
can put anything on top of a waffle.
Chicken and waffles probably like my favorite shit. I like that
Boom.
sweet and savory, bro.
Absolutely.
But I hate Fruit Loops, bro. I can't stand Fruit Loops.
Oh,
I hate
okay.
'em. Hate
Really?
Fruit Loops.
Because the toucan, or just because the whole
Yeah,
the
fuck
product?
that bird, bro. Fuck that bird. No, I hate the way the Fruit Loops make the milk taste. Fruity Pebbles milk is good. Fruity Pebbles sets milk off, but Fruit Loops does something
like Fruit Loops.
weird with the milk. I'm not a fan of
Absolutely.
Fruit Loops, bro.
Are you guys still drinking real milk, everybody? Or you guys do almond milk?
Occasionally.
I switch to oat milk when I get coffee.
Yeah, I do oat milk and all my other things, but when it comes to cereal, I stick to that straight, like just regular.
I
do whole milk.
I will say almond milk is what I choose, but when I eat cereal, the first bite I take, every single bowl, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is almond milk.
This is
Not me, dude. I legitimately feel like
the same.
I feel like almond milk. I'm so like it's so
good.
normalized to me. Almond milk. I've been drinking it, dude. I haven't drank normal milk. I feel like in at least 4 years.
Wow.
I just need to find like some
I mean,
real.
I've like had it in the sense like I've had a milkshake or I've, you know what I mean, but I've never like bought a half gallon or a gallon of milk and brought it to my house because
for the intention of using.
Because it would be like one thing. It'd be like, well, I want to pour it in my crab mac and cheese, so you know, you know,
Yeah, but I cook with it and stuff like that. Little
so it'll
splashes
literally
here and there.
sit there and then it goes bad. Like you know, goes bad all soon and stuff. You know, almond milk, you can just have it in there forever.
Yeah, I bet you there's different, like, just like there's 1%, 2% on real milk. I bet you there's like decadent ass almond milk, like thick
absolutely.
bomb ass
Have you
almond
had,
milk.
have you had
We're just
chocolate
not
almond
enough.
milk, bro?
I actually, someone said it was real bomb. It might have been you. Yeah, you were like, oh, it's,
almond milk.
It feels like even more of a treat, whereas like chocolate milk kind of feels like feels kind of healthy.
Yeah.
Chocolate almond milk feels like a decadent little like it's like gelato compared to ice cream. It's
Ooh.
like a little, like,
Oh, let's be
smooth and
honest.
Creamy.
I heard somebody say they ate cereal with chocolate milk before. Have you guys ever
But
done that?
if you,
That's wild,
bro, if you
I
buy,
would
you know,
never.
chocolate milk, like the stuff you get at school, or just that Dairy Gold in the gallon,
I know.
that shit is fucking insane.
It's delicious.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like you,
thickness, bro.
That's where you can't stop drinking. You're just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
more.
I'm trying to keep my kids from getting hooked on it. We won't give them a full. Like if my daughter wants chocolate milk, we do half
Cut it?
chocolate.
Yes.
half.
Me
I'm like,
too.
you know, cut that shit.
I was just gonna say the
Smart.
same thing, and we actually do that with sodas too now.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "I want that Mountain Dew." I'm like, "All right," and he'll go sit down, and I'll do like the seltzer water up until like, and then just a little bit of Mountain Dew. I give it to him. He's just like, "This is the best."
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So
They don't know any different.
No,
Enough flavor.
Give them little bits, man.
just enough.
My dad used to do that with me with coffee because I always wanted to drink coffee with him every morning, and he was like, "No, no, no." And then eventually he would just like pour me a glass of milk,
Yeah.
like 2 splashes of coffee, and then like this
Yeah.
much creamer, so it tasted really good. And I
Yeah.
just drink it with him in the morning, like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee
drinking
with my
coffee."
dad. That's cute.
Oh,
Is it dying?
dead. It's dead, dude. We literally
never
have
been charged.
never been charged. We've never charged it, dude.
Shout
We've
out that
literally.
battery. That's a
You got a charger over there?
versatile.
Yo, shout out that battery. Man, yeah. Well, cereal. Gotta love it. And now they got it in little egg
I got
form.
eggs.
It's
and they're
beautiful.
and they're like crack.
They are. It's trouble. It's trouble. I had a secret agenda bringing this shit to y'all so that it's not in my house anymore.
Smart.
And we're drinking Coronas, and we're because it might be Cinco de Mayo where you're at
Somewhere.
right now. Could be.
Yeah. If you celebrate,
If you celebrate.
if you're observant.
You know, one thing I looked into, was that I wanted to look into Cinco de Mayo and kind of get the facts behind everything, and it's definitely more celebrated in the United States than it is in Mexico. In Mexico, it's like more of a I'm not going to find the word, like a traditional, like ceremonial type of thing. Where here, it was actually brought into popularity from beer companies using it as like using it in their marketing, like
That makes
Cinco de
sense.
Mayo
Cinco de Drinko,
in like
bro.
the 80s, yeah, and like
Sense.
and that's where it brought up. But really, what it's supposed to represent is Mexico fought the French, and the Mexican army was like way under. They weren't as equipped to fight, and they weren't as big of an army as the French were, and they beat them in the first army.
Nice, I like an
and so it
underdog
was
story.
like going
Gotcha.
against odds. They
Damn.
love that.
yeah, they went above and beyond.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Ole!
Shout out Mexico. Shout out
Fuck the
Mexico.
French, bro.
Fuck the French.
Fuck the
Yeah.
French. They didn't give us
Nice,
nothing
I
good
didn't
but
know that.
fries, bro.
Bon
That's
Durno.
cool.
So the French actually did come back in the Second War and just win and occupy Mexico City, but it was literally just the grit to fucking and just the celebration of that and like to defy the odds.
Yeah.
So
That's tight.
we'll drink on Cinco de Mayo for that.
There we go.
Not just because.
The beer companies tell us to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Overcoming the odds, bro. Celebrating success.
Because that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to overcome the odds. We live in a world where social media, all the things keep us sedated. Everything can keep us sedated, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to move up. Shaq was sharing with me,
Get
got a
a little less
raise,
comfortable.
man, got a raise, man.
Absolutely.
Big, we're
Shaq got a
moving up.
raise?
Got a little
Yeah.
raise.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. Working hard,
Money moves.
getting what you deserve, celebrating, right?
Yes.
God, I love it.
Hyped about it. That's what you. And it all comes from, speaking up, a little bit of hard work, speaking your mind.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yep.
Absolutely plays into it.
I think that's a lot of people forget to play the long game,
Oh yeah.
Truth.
right?
They want instant,
Yeah.
they want instant gratification because that's what you get nowadays.
And we're going to be here in 2 years from now. So take
True.
care of 2 years from now, you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because how many times you look back and you're like, why didn't I just put $100 in Bitcoin?
I literally think about it. And I'm like, man, all my friends told me about it years ago, and I was like, whatever. I don't want to get it. It's whatever. It's whatever.
That just sound boring, bro.
What am I gonna do? I'd rather spend $50 on something else that I'm gonna get right now. I'd rather go buy some fucking tacos or something. And now I'm like, dude, I'd have at least $10K if I had done this when I was talking. People were talking to me about it. I was in college. I was doing nothing. I was just chilling. This was long enough ago that I could have gotten in, and I'm like, man.
This is legitimately some, if you've seen Back to the Future 2, right?
Yeah.
When he finds the almanac and
Yeah,
shit.
sports
He's like,
betting and
he's like,
shit.
yeah, he goes back. He's like, man, I found a little way I could get rich. I found all the fucking, I know everybody who wins the World Series. I can just go back in time and just bet on it and then just, make a bunch of money. That's like that thing. If you go back in time, you just take everything you had, put it on black.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I can remember, years and years ago, someone had brought up Bitcoin to me. It was like when you had to have the wallets and all that stuff. It wasn't easy. It wasn't accessible.
that was
there
part
was
of
no
it.
app for it, and they were trying to sell me on it, and I was like, bro, this sounds whack as fuck. It sounds weird.
It sounds like a hassle.
Bro.
What do you mean you're mining it? Who's working?
Exactly.
Who's
And you
going to
want me
work
to
doing this?
just put my money in it?
Yeah. So I was just like, whatever, man. That'll never take off. You good luck. And now he's probably got a yacht. So
Literally.
I have a buddy who, he was into Ethereum way before. And I remember him saying it, and I just didn't even understand the word. I was like, it was just so over my head.
Is that a party
and
drug?
He was talking about. Yeah, exactly. And he was talking about mining. He was talking about all this stuff, and he actually ended up with 18 Ethereum coins. Oh, from mining, he never purchased one coin, and he's had them for years, and he's been through all the fluctuation. So I just thought it was
he's
crazy.
still holding those.
Still holding. He said he's never selling.
Well, I mean, if you got them off
Never?
nothing, might as well hang on and see what happens.
but you can still spend the
because he's saying that you can eventually you'll be able to collect a dividend off of it. You won't be able to. You don't necessarily have to sell it. You can get paid for just holding it. As it fluctuates. I don't know. He knows much more than I do.
I know some stocks are like that. I didn't know any crypto.
Well, no, he's saying that maybe that's where he's predicting the crypto will get.
Yeah,
in
he's-
20 years from now.
Yeah,
or,
it's just
or
gonna
whatever.
be. There's gonna be no way to acquire it anymore. So you'll be they'll be able to borrow against it and all sorts of stuff.
See, I'm just expecting some Mr. Robot shit to happen. So I'm not planning. I'm not going to invest. I'm justifying it by saying that someday, eventually, somebody's going to wipe off all the information on the internet anywhere, and all the debt and all the information on all this is going to be gone, and we're just going to be like, okay, cool. Now none of it means anything.
Yep.
Let's start over again.
Yeah. Dude,
I
we can
wonder.
start from fresh.
Bro, anytime
chaos,
you can,
but cool.
Yeah, anytime you can get those little come ups, bro. I keep seeing these little articles and things talking about Biden's talking about waiving all the student loan debt finally, or waiving a significant chunk of it. I'm like, maybe I should go sign up for some classes. I didn't have any school dreams or anything, but now I'm like, well, maybe that just gets wiped clean. Maybe I'll go get a loan real quick,
learn
see what
something.
happens.
I
You
mean,
know?
true. I mean, it might be for people who have you have to graduate.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, it's if you didn't graduate, we ain't giving you shit.
I mean,
Shit,
that's
shit, you can do a little online schooling.
Yeah,
Even if
True.
you,
I mean, I feel like
that's true.
a lot of them are really good at the self-paced and stuff.
everything is online now. Everything is at home. Everything is
My girl's doing her master's from home in accounting. Master's
Oh
in
my
accounting, and she's
God.
sitting at home just doing it from her thing. 2 years, not even a full 4 years thing, just 2 years. And she does it
What a
it's
beautiful
it's
world.
a really small schedule too. It's 6-week courses, but it's 10 of them. But it's
So how long does she have to wait until she gets it, or how long is she
she's
doing it for?
she's gonna graduate in
said 2 years?
December. So she's gonna graduate in December. She's been doing it for 2 years. But yeah, she finished her bachelor's at Eastern. Finished it up there in anthropology and something else, and then she's wanted to do accounting, so she took this accounting master's, and they do it all online, 2 years, kind of quick course, boom, 2 years, and she's done. Now she'll have her master's in,
Holy
in
shit!
accounting, and she's already applying for jobs, already getting interviews and
Good
stuff.
for
and
her,
all the time
man.
it's just
Shout out, man.
I'm like, that was insane. That's crazy.
That's badass.
That is badass.
Doesn't your wife have a master's in accounting too?
Yeah, she does.
Hell yeah.
Crazy. It's a good field to be into.
Hell fucking.
That's the thing with it being online. There's like no excuse. That's like working remote, or finding a job where you can work remote, or doing school online. Bro, the pandemic happened and they had to keep the world going somehow, so they let all these motherfuckers do shit from home. You can't put the cat back in the bag now, though.
Yeah, right.
Like, you can't. Like, it's been too good for too long, and like the shit has functioned just fine. So you can't be like, well, now you got to come back to the regular thing. Where
I've seen it.
Monitor you 8 hours a day and blah 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 and this that and the.
I've seen it where I see people are like, I'm back in the office and I'm not happy about it. And I'm just like, damn.
Bro, there's so many companies out there that are adopting, work from home or optional or whatever you want to do that aren't stressing people about it because they know productivity actually increases when you're working remotely.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me in
bro.
my life, bro.
So nice.
To just like be like,
you have so much more freedom. So much more freedom. It's ridiculous.
No, to literally just be like, yeah, to just you own that time. You literally are more productive because it's like I don't cheat myself when I'm at home. I'm like, but everything's at your fingertips. Oh, I need a snack real quick. Oh, I need a coffee real quick. Oh, I need this real quick. And you're not fighting. There's not somebody trying to like make small talk with you.
Small talk at the water cooler or any of that bullshit. You don't have to pretend to care about Brenda's cat.
Get my shit and get right back in.
And I feel like nobody's job like really takes like a full 8 hours of your day to do it. So being at home gives you like the ability to like do your job and also like get other shit done while you're doing it. Like if you have to do like some laundry real quick and you're on a call, boom,
all day.
Laundry, dishes, run a vacuum.
Bro, I'll be on the phone just folding clothes.
Literally doing anything you need to do.
Just,
you can be productive because like for those 8 hours you work, you're not just like constantly working, doing everything you can, like completely occupied. Like you've got a couple of times where you're just like, all right, cool. Like,
and let's not to mention you got the game on.
Yeah,
exactly.
You chilling, you just doing something. Home run. Oh, hey, how you doing, this? It's
we're just super nice.
The only thing about it is like it's so great for the workforce and it's great for like the executives because they don't have to pay for office space anymore. Like their expenses are way down. The one thing that it's fucking up for a lot of companies is middle management. Because a lot of middle management, like supervisors and shit,
wasn't even really needed.
They're babysitters. They're glorified babysitters. Their whole job was to be over your shoulder, making sure you're clicking the buttons and doing the right shit. And now that everybody is working from home and the companies are realizing, oh, wait, we hired an adult that's going to do their job without us having to police them and harass them all day because they're an adult.
Well, it's not only that,
these
but
managers
also
have nothing to do.
The technology now is the middle management. Yeah. Because you're at least at where I'm at, like they can see your activity, so they can literally judge what you did based on how much did you do this or that. Like they can see all that data, that's what the middle manager was the person that was like, well, hey, he didn't he took a break too long here. That they just know like, hey, you didn't do anything for 3 hours, it looks like you didn't even touch your computer, like what's up, like they just know, you know. So I feel like technology is just stepping in the place of a lot of people's jobs, whether people like it or not.
Tough though, bro, because like you work for a company for like 5-10 years and they promote you to a manager, you're making more money and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then now it's like, oh well, we don't really need you though, but like, should we call people back in just so we can keep your unnecessary job? Like, what do we do?
You just have to eliminate the job and then try to get them
back to a salesman or whatever.
Yep, push them in some other direction. But anyways, okay, cool. So hey, listen, I got some things I want to talk about.
Please.
Okay.
I got a few as well, but yeah, you go.
All right. So I sent you a video, Brennan. Will you bring this video up, please?
You got videos?
Yeah, send me another one of these Ronies.
You got visual aids?
Thank you, my friend.
Boom. You got it. Damn, we already cleared 12 Coronas. Oh, 11.
I'll take that 12th one.
That's why I knew
I had nothing to do with
Correction,
it.
folks. 12 Coronas.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
With the kick.
Come on, guys.
Bro. Look at the Louis slides.
They shaved.
Can we get in this? The volume goes up here so we can hear it.
I'm checking. Yeah.
There's a cap on the ground. My apologies. It fell off.
I thought you said a cat. I was like, what?
Office cat.
I would love that.
That would be popping.
I know it would.
And it's how fast we run it. And no rapper can do this, man, I swear to God.
No rapper can do this.
Boom, boom. Oh, he's swinging.
No rapper can do that.
Oh, look at his brother. Oh, his brother's solid with it.
Oh.
I'm worried he's gonna hit him.
I show leg kick real quick. Yeah.
Oh, in the arm?
Listen, these guys are pros at viral videos.
Any rapper, get on Cameo right now, book the Island Boys. Thinking about Cameo. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cody.
Man.
What's these guys' deal?
What's their deal?
We need to fucking know, dude. We need to know. What is this guys' fucking deal?
I'd say both of these boys. I mean, like when you talk about peaking in high school, okay, these boys have not peaked. They are still on their rise in their brain, and they're trying to do whatever it takes.
How old
to
do you
just-
think these guys are?
I mean, they're easily 24. I'd say
That's not too far off.
Not too bad.
They're 20.
they're 20
These guys cannot buy legal weed.
That makes sense.
Wow.
or alcohol.
And they're twins.
Yeah.
I feel like this video
Yeah.
cut right before Mom yelled, "Mac and cheese is ready, boys."
I actually saw an article that said one of them hit a PPP loan, and he wasn't gonna pay it back.
What's that?
Not surprising.
That's one of those government loans.
Yeah, the
that,
business loans?
Yeah, that happened during the pandemic.
That a
Oh,
lot of
really?
people like scammed and took advantage of. And
But yeah, they're just trying to climb. You know, that's where you get if you're trying to be fucking
Like
on top of
are these guys serious? You think they're really trying to box people, or do you think?
No,
Oh yeah.
no,
But
no,
they-
bro. I don't think so.
I think they do want to. I think they want to get like anybody they can because they know they'll get paid for it.
Yeah,
what happens. They just want to get
no,
paid.
I don't
They
think
get
they'll
paid
ever see a
notoriety.
ring. I think what
I
they're
think
doing.
they sat down for their meeting like after their first video went viral where they were doing their Island Boy freestyle. They're like, so what's next? What are we gonna do? And the one looked at the other one and was like, Logan Paul?
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And they were
Literally.
like, let's go that route, bro. Let's just, Jake Paul,
There's
whatever.
no- they're not
whatever it is.
boxing.
If they can find somebody
Way.
who will throw the fight, they can find another like small time kind of wannabe up and coming rapper. He throws the fight, so one of the Island Boys wins. They start to rise up because they had this fight. They make
Then they'll
money
have to
off the
fight
YouTube
again,
sales.
though.
No, they won't.
So Bryce Hall is a YouTuber.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know who that
Yes.
is, but he has called them out like a bunch of times and said that he was willing to fight them.
damn.
But
And they won't do it.
The thing that I think is interesting is that he does this whole hey, no rapper can do this, right? And then he's throwing all the punches, and then he's like, yo, if you want to book us on Cameo,
Yeah.
like that's
Right to
their
the
whole
plug. Right
is
to
like
the
the
plug.
Cameo. So that's where I'm just like, do they want to fight people, or are they just like, I know that there's gonna be hella people watching this
Yeah.
because this was funny because we can't fight.
That's what it is.
Cameo.
That's what
No
it is.
rapper
I think their
can
whole.
do
I don't
this.
think their whole existence.
They're
is like
100% not serious.
It's marketing. Like
Yeah, they're 100% not serious right now about that.
So
what
then
they're
are they
serious about is collecting money.
So they're genius.
I mean, if
I wouldn't
if
be
what- if-
surprised if the tattoos were fake. I honestly would not be surprised if you like told me that those tattoos were like not fake and that they were industry plants to kind of just draw hype, just draw attention.
Yeah.
Because they're getting streams, they're getting views.
What do you guys think about that song?
Island Boy, that one.
The Island Boy.
that's a song.
The only one. Yeah.
Those are the only two words I know of that
No,
song.
I know that you actually heard the song.
Yes, they're literally adding words to it every day. Like it'll be like, I'm an island boy and I'm shooting at the sun and I'm bringing up my gun when I'm running with my. You know what I mean? They're like adding new like bars to it. That literally, if you go to dude's Spotify, there's actually a version. I was listening to it. I was like, okay, they got some production
The
on
melody
this.
is probably catchy. I feel like their whole persona exists, like you said, industry plant, something like that, where it's like a 6ix9ine or something, where like they
Exactly,
exist so that you
exactly.
hate them. Their whole personality and hype is based on like, yo, fuck these guys. Like, I bet their tattoos ain't even real.
Here we go,
let's hear it.
You know,
Hey boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just island boy.
This dude said, "Let me take this."
Island boy. I'ma get keep white grind.
What?
I'ma keep that gun. I'ma just staring at the sun. I'm got a full gazing. I'm like, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm trying to be outdoor greatest. I'm gonna float
Or something like that.
away. I got a real damn tropic. I'm like,
What are they saying in between each little melody?
bro, this is it's like 50 Tyson levels of fucking.
But-
What's he spitting in?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cody, you know. I can't even hate because there have been times where I sat with you and we had a dope melody and we
Yeah.
just kept going saying the dumbest shit
It's
because
got
the
to that
melody
point.
was dope.
It's
Like,
got to that before. We
and
just didn't-
also it
just-
is, like.
Bro, just the fact that this is the thing that I mean, I understand the thing is that it went viral because it sucks.
Yeah.
But
Kinda.
I mean, it's crazy what you go viral for. There's that girl on TikTok or whatever on Twitter who's going crazy because she rapped the little baby lyrics at a wedding.
I almost brought
was
that.
hilarious.
Can we bring that up?
Bro, I was on
I love it.
Snapchat.
She got a whole new job out of it
I
now,
was on
bro. Who's on
Snapchat
my
doing that
internet?
every fucking day for like 3 years, and niggas was everyone was hating on me. Everyone was like,
And
"Oh
then
man,
all of a
But see, you're not.
Grow
You're
up.
not a white lady
yeah." They
who's
were
just.
like, "Grow up. Nobody wants to see this on your videos." I'm like, "All right, cool. Sorry, I'll stop." And now,
Yeah.
you do one in a nice red dress.
She's killing it.
Well, it's just
Bro.
okay. Well, here's
Drake
the biggest
follows
thing
her?
about that video is it's like you just wouldn't think she'd know it intimately the way she's
Very fair.
she's not rapping
Very
it like
fair.
where she just knows the word. She's like feeling
hitting it.
every
She's
little
hitting
bit,
it.
And she's
and she
unassuming.
I do
under
respect that. I
and
do
she
respect
completely
that. No
understands.
disrespect towards her.
Okay.
You got volume?
How many videos is it where she does like the clever thing where she has a friend come in or finds some way to disguise
there
the
is the
N-word
clip,
so she
yeah.
doesn't say it?
True.
That's gonna
Also,
be the next video.
I
you know
watched
what I'm
this
saying?
video. I watched this video.
No, I'm just saying.
Does
like
she
that
say the N-word in it?
No, I watched this video and I found out. This is how I found out. This song has no N-words in it.
Yeah.
Because I watched her mouth
okay.
the whole time. I was like, oh no, you're
fine.
I had
done
never
for.
heard the real song. Like 2 bars into it, I'm watching. I'm like, wait, and I'm like, she gonna say something
Yeah, I was
fucked
like,
up,
it's
bro.
coming, it's
She gonna like,
Okay,
I was
let's
like,
do
no
this.
way they shared this because she's singing it. There's got to be something in here.
yeah.
But no, she got away with it. It's good.
No.
They might have hit with that copyright.
That's okay though. We can just. This is really all that
Without
matters.
volume,
Yeah.
is it?
It's
Does it still
nothing.
hit or does it?
It doesn't
a little different?
hit without volume.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well,
But, like-
hey, regardless, I'm telling you right now, this girl Brooke, who's this girl right here, has 67,000 followers now.
You
How
found
many
her?
did she
Drake
have
follows
before
her.
this?
Well, bro, I'm telling you that today, 6 hours ago, she had 40,000.
Wow.
So she's gained 20,000 followers.
Bro, the
in
wildest
just,
shit
Little
about
baby
that
actually
is
shared it.
She
Like,
actually
it's-
looks
let's
like she's
pop it off.
like she listens to this shit. Like,
Nah, dude, she looks like she listens to fucking
Yeah, but-
Brooks and Dunn.
that'd be the chicks that actually do listen to fucking Lil Baby.
Her,
Bro,
her, man,
I feel
her
like-
and her man both got
I
cowboy
feel
boots
like
on.
has
to
of an
tell
agenda.
Tiffany to get on TikTok and hit that Kendrick verse that she
Yeah,
worked so
she
hard
won't
on.
do it. She don't like the
True.
spotlight. She don't like the spotlight, but she can kill that verse.
Bro, the
She
TikTok
can kill that
spotlight.
verse, but she don't like the spotlight.
That's what I'm saying. I've
She doesn't wanna go viral.
I've been at
That's
parties with
terrifying for her.
girls that do that all the time. They just got the camera on the right, and her friend was kind of hitting some bars and just
I used to go crazy
caught
for
fire,
that.
bro.
That's
I
gonna
used to
now
go
everyone's
crazy for
gonna
that.
there's gonna be so many chicks that look like her that are gonna try to
I
do
have
some
a
shit.
video of Tiffany just going hard killing that verse, dude. I have a video that I just.
She didn't know you did it.
Yeah,
Or was she looking right in the camera?
No, she was just fucking getting it on the phone. Just
Send that to
standing
me. We'll
up,
post
just
it with the
going.
episode.
And fucking, yeah, I got that video.
Yeah, you gotta
I can
see
show you.
that.
That is hilarious. I do want to see this video. You know what song Maria knows?
What?
Drake follows her now.
Yeah, Drake follows her. It's-
Yeah.
And Lil
Well,
Baby
what-
shared it. Like, she's like literally getting famous for this. She's got
That's
a new
wild.
chick.
Maria
She's like,
knows.
what song should I do next? And people are like requesting it, like, and all these things. And I'm like, watch, like,
The-
overnight.
That
That can
is.
only last so long. It's got a shelf life, bro.
True. But, I mean,
And then
Yeah,
you're on
but get-
Cameo.
Her 10th
Yeah.
video isn't gonna hit the same way.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna like
No,
her.
then she's gonna drop a song that's actually
Yeah.
her song, and people will be like, "Oh,
And then no
Oh,
one's
you
gonna
actually
listen
are
to it.
trying to rap?
no, what's Maria hitting, bro?"
She hits that Coolio song. What?
Gangsta's Paradise?
Gangsta's Paradise. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
banger,
one.
though.
She literally word for word.
Oh,
She can
wow.
hit every single,
Dude,
and it's just so funny
Dude, I
because
hit
when it
the-
comes on, yeah, I
Bro, I
know.
hit the Weird Al version, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
that
I
shit.
know,
Paradise.
me too.
Oh yeah, Amish Paradise.
We were bumping some Weird Al the other night. I was showing my kid all that stuff because I heard a comedian one time say that he wanted to show his kid Weird Al before any of the real versions, so that when they heard like Michael Jackson beat it, they'd be like, "This guy ripped off Weird Al." Like, why are all these artists ripping off Weird Al?
from their whole musical perspective.
yeah, just totally fuck
Yeah,
with
so
it.
we were going in.
Yeah, just get them all bullied in school.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
what? You don't know who Michael Jackson is?
No one knows
you
who
ripped
that
off
is.
Weird Al.
the Coolio shit. My
fire.
girl, she's mostly a country girl, but she's big on Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Yes.
He dropped a mixtape before he got so he dropped his newer shit, which isn't rap, and then his rap album was Camp. But before that, there was this mixtape called Cul-de-sac.
Yes.
And she loves that fucking album. She can rap the whole thing word for word. And
Gangster.
and we'll be in the car and she'll just be hitting that like vintage
that?
Donald Glover. And that's her shit. But
Y'all fuck with Childish Gambino?
Oh, Mike does.
I fuck with Childish
Heavy.
Gambino. Heavy, bro.
I like Childish Gambino. I love Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you watched the new season?
I have not.
I'm not
pretty
caught
good.
up.
Honestly,
I watched the first
it's
couple
been
episodes.
so long now that I feel like I just want to go back and rewatch the whole thing.
You should.
Because you know how you could just binge watch and like we were saying, like Cody's watching Game of Thrones right now.
First time?
And he dove in first time.
Okay.
You're knee deep in it.
Yep, I'm
But-
season 4 or something.
So it really is when you get into that like you're deep in,
Yeah.
but you're not waiting a week for a new episode to come out.
Yes, we would have never been on board if we had to do that. Ever.
So you're just consuming like to the point where the characters are so close to you.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
it's-
You dream about it.
You dream about it's like this
think
is your
about it.
world
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You're at work
Absolutely.
and you're just like, dude, what's happening?
Can't wait
Yeah,
to tell me
that little
wait,
redheaded bitch that was part of the that was like with Jon Snow for a little bit. Oh,
I mean,
you
I
haven't
ain't
seen the
seen it.
show, but
I
you
ain't
guys
seen
have seen it, right?
Yeah.
And she was like part of that other that I was like I was thinking about that bitch for a while. I was like, because she ends up being a crazy ass
absolutely.
chick.
Yeah.
And then she got an arrow put in her by like a 7-year-old boy.
Yeah.
This sounds like a crazy
It's
ass
crazy.
show.
Game of
Boom!
Thrones is-
She's just about to meet back up with. He's from one clan, she's from a different one, and their clan raided his, and they see each other, and they're just about to start talking, and then hit this little kid that is in his clan. Boom! Puts an arrow right through her. The thing comes right in front of him, and he's like, and the kid looks at Jon Snow and goes,
Got you.
Got it.
"Yeah." He's like, "You, she was about to get you," and it was his girl.
And he was like, nah, bro.
Oh, it was kind of
With a show
sad.
like that, bro. With a show like that, yeah, I gotta be able to binge it. I gotta be able to get into it.
Game of Thrones is topsy turvy.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, it is
yeah.
crazy. It is crazy.
What you're saying though about how it's like it's so tough, like with Atlanta, I watched the first couple episodes of the new season, but it's so hard when you've been disconnected from the characters for so long.
I gotta read.
There's the guy that directs Atlanta, this guy Hiro Murai. He does the direction for a couple of other shows that I watched. The show on HBO, Barry, with Bill Hader.
Yeah, we want to start that
That
again.
shit has
Banger.
been gone for.
Is it good?
That shit been gone for like 3 years because of the pandemic. They had a whole season written. They were about to start filming. I was listening to one of the girls that's on it give an interview on like some podcast or something. She was like, we went to one day of like table reads to like start, and then they sent everybody home. And so it's been like 2.5 years since they wrote all this shit and tried to film it. And now they're coming back, and I'm like, bro, we got to go back and watch the first 2 seasons again. I can't just jump into season 3. 3 years later, I'm
thought it got
completely
canceled.
detached from all this
Yeah,
shit.
I thought
just thought it
it.
got
Me
canceled.
too. I thought it got canceled too. So when I saw it was coming back, I was like, okay, I love Bill Hader.
Bro,
And-
Barry is one of the best shows on TV. One of the best shows out. Swear to God.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, Ozark
Old
was the
statement.
same way. Then once that next season dropped, it was like, man, I gotta go back, and I'm not even gonna do that.
And they
Well, and
canceled
then for-
Ozark. didn't
well,
they?
for
No,
Oz-
it's final seasons or final episodes are coming back.
just
from
came
this.
out.
Yep.
I think it just popped out right now.
They split the season. Season 4 is they did part 1 and then part 2.
Wait, I thought
Yeah,
they
I
canceled
think
it.
part 2 just came out.
It is canceled. Season 4 is going to be the last season, but
Yeah.
season 4 is out on Netflix right now. They dropped part 1, and then part 2 drops, I think, at the end of this, like today or like
Yeah, I think it's
in
today.
a couple weeks
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not get
because
into
they like to spread it out because they're like they want to like put like the first half in your Netflix subscription,
Yep.
and if you canceled it, they want to make sure that the second half falls
Well, like you
outside of your.
Yeah, you get the
Motherfucker.
trial.
So you're like, you know what? Maybe I should.
Ooh, you get the trial.
trial,
and
and
the trial won't get the whole thing.
That's why a lot of these streaming services have switched from the
That's what it
binging thing
is.
to the weekly drops, is because they're like, yo, you're going to get the 7-day trial and catch a couple episodes, but after that, if you want to keep going, you got to fucking pay it.
You can watch last season if you want to,
I
real
mean-
quick, but you want to watch what's happening.
So I'm gonna go around the room real quick. I want to know what streaming platforms you guys pay for.
Oh fuck.
What do you pay for? What do you not? You don't take it from somebody else. I want to know what you pay for, and none is an acceptable answer if you don't have any. But I am very curious to know what you guys pay for out of your pocket every single month. What do you pay for?
God, this is like embarrassing. Amazon Prime, HBO Max,
Okay.
Hulu, Netflix, Fubi, but I just canceled it
Okay.
because I tried to do like the little 1 month subscription.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, "We'll message you 2 days beforehand, let you know." And they don't send me no email.
he's like for real kind of. Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
I did the
Yo.
free trial, and the total price of the non-free trial is $61.75. So that cut deep. That cut real deep.
Holy shit.
I'm just trying to watch one thing.
Real quick.
He's like, why you gotta bring up sensitive shit in my fucking shit?
I got Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
Oh
and I
yeah.
got
Underrated, bro.
Peacock, I think that's and Crunchyroll for my anime. For my anime.
Nice.
And I think that's it.
Is that over? What is it? 100 and something bucks?
That's like 86
for all of those.
Yeah, it's like basically cable.
Okay.
It's
probably a little
cable
better
adjacent.
than cable. And
Okay,
stuff.
Mike, what do you got? What are you paying for?
Streamlined.
I'm paying for Netflix. I'm paying for Paramount Plus. I'm paying for Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying. I got Hulu included in my phone bill, so it doesn't cost anything. So I got Hulu there. I'm on my dad's HBO Max, so he's got me a login for that. So until they start cracking down on passwords, I'm good there. And then because my internet's through Comcast, they hook it up with Peacock, so I don't pay anything extra for Peacock. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Peacock, Paramount, Hulu, Netflix, HBO. I'm pretty sure that's it.
What do you got, Cody?
I pay for Disney Plus.
Oh, Disney Plus, I do pay for. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm on your Disney Plus.
Yep, I'm on my.
I'm
Yep.
slacking on that
I've
one.
literally look at it once every fiscal year.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if
Amazon.
you got Disney Plus, Moon Knight is the best thing Marvel has ever done.
Oh, is it?
I'm
wow.
sw-
I'm hearing
I'm-
mixed reviews on Twitter.
I'm
so
gonna
this is nice
throw
to
the
hear.
gauntlet down, bro.
You better tell me because every time I see anything Marvel, I'm like, they doing that too much.
They do that too much, bro. They really do. You got to pick and choose. Moon Knight. Yeah,
okay.
episode 5 just dropped last week, and it's probably like one of the best things I've ever seen Marvel.
Moon Knight's
Okay.
a really interesting character too.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
not like super. He's a superhero, obviously, but he's not just a good guy. You know, he's not just like a guy who's like, yeah, I do justice. I'm Superman. I only fight the bad guy. He's got like dissociative identity disorder, so he's got like multiple personalities or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Which is like a whole aspect, and they do a really good job of like portraying it and not like kind of like making it be like, oh, it's fun and like cool.
Yeah.
Like, look
No,
how
the
funny
show
it is.
does a
Like,
good
it's
job
like,
of
no,
that,
dude,
too.
This is a mental disorder. Like we
Watching
gotta
somebody
work
go
on
through
this.
like a mental
Yeah.
breakdown with multiple
So they do a
personalities.
really good
and
job
shit.
of
That's
that, which I
on
really
that's on Disney
appreciate.
Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Moon Knight
you
is
got
good
that.
shit.
You pay for that.
I love
Yeah,
how- I love how ready they get.
I pay for Disney Plus. I pay for Amazon Prime and one more. What was it? I was just thinking about it. One more.
Netflix, Hulu.
No, I don't pay for Netflix or Hulu.
You don't pay for HBO Max.
I don't pay for
Paramount
HBO Max.
Plus?
It's
No.
tender because I have a show on there and it's Zach's account.
So that's gonna be my next question. Listen, so you can ponder on that. Basically, I
I'll
pay
remember it.
for HBO Max, and I pay for Hulu, and I have Peacock through Comcast.
Dish Anywhere is the one.
Oh,
last
I
one.
think that,
okay.
and I think that's it. I think those are the only two that I pay for.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what's the first one to go? If one has to go, what are we getting rid of?
Ooh.
Shaq, what are we getting rid of? Shaq got a lot.
Netflix, easy peasy. I hate
Easy.
Netflix.
Okay.
I think Netflix is easily the worst of all the streaming services, but it's
Yeah.
so ingrained in our culture and our lives that we
Yeah.
just like keep it around.
Or they come
But,
out with, like, one
they're-
show that you're like-
but like they're always raising their prices. They're always talking about putting ads in, yada yada yada. They already have like a premium plan. I don't even know they had like a non-standard plan. But they have a premium plan if you have like an ultra, like a 4K TV.
Oh
They have
yeah,
an
bro.
ultra-
they won't even
yeah.
give you full HD if
Yeah,
you got a newer
yeah,
TV.
they have
If you
an
just
Ultra
pay
HD
$5
premium
If you do
plan.
the basic plan, it doesn't even come with
That's bullshit.
720
Literally,
HD.
it's insane. And I'm like, what
There's
do you
no reason for
what do
that
you
in
have to offer that I
2022.
haven't seen already? Like all of their, and not like this is no disrespect, but like all their like new like original movies that come out or that are good are all like in like foreign languages, which is great. That's cool. But I'm like, I want something that's gonna hook me in and like that I can just
Yo,
like watch
Squid
casually.
Game was fucking
Squid Game was
crazy.
tight.
Squid Game was good.
But
Squid Game
Was
was
that
the
only
last-
Netflix?
That was
Yeah,
only Netflix.
not a casual watch.
I mean,
You gotta sit down and watch that.
No, you gotta
You gotta watch that.
Watch that.
I will say the one
No.
thing on Netflix that has been good for casual watch that Ryan Reynolds, that Project Adam.
Oh,
or
Part
whatever,
Out was good.
It was
Solid,
good. It was
solid.
good. But
so they
That
come
was
out
good.
with like 3 or 4 bangers every like 6
Yeah.
months to get you hooked in. But then they're like also like, hey, like we're raising our prices
So
$1.50,
listen,
so we're gonna
okay.
get you.
I
I
would
want to
agree.
go.
What is
I
it
wanna
up
go
to?
around. Is that yours?
Netflix is probably the first to go.
So you pay for Netflix?
I do pay for Netflix.
Okay.
It's the first to go just because of price. But I also forgot
Makes
I
sense.
am currently paying $5 a month for Apple TV.
Oh.
And that could go until Ted
Done.
Lasso comes back.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What's the price of Netflix nowadays?
like
15.
$17.
Like $17.
Damn, it's
Yeah.
went up.
Yeah.
That's for
They
the,
used
that's
to
for
be
like the
$6.99.
basic
They
plan.
did
literally,
back-to-back price raises on
literally,
it.
and they're
where,
doing
like,
another one before the end of the
3
year.
months later, they were like, "Oh, yo, we're raising them again."
That's
and they're
crazy.
talking about they're already currently testing out using ads in like select markets right now to see if they can input ads into their shows.
Yep.
It'll
So
only be for Netflix shows, but it'll still be ads. And I'm like,
Damn. So then they'll have a premium. It'll be like Hulu. They'll have like a premium package where you pay more to not have ads. So it'll be $20 a month.
Yeah,
Hulu used to
only
be
reason
free.
I don't choose Hulu is because I lucked out and I got a 99-cent plan, so I pay $1 a month for a year.
Yeah. See,
So I'm paying
Nice.
$1, like
You got it cheaper than me.
$1.89.
My Hulu's been free for years on
Dang shit.
on my phone plan, so
Hell yeah.
I'm like scared to change my phone
I
plan.
love Hulu.
Yeah.
What are you getting rid of, Cody?
Probably the
paying?
Dish Anywhere. You know,
That'd be the one to go.
there's a lot of stuff on there, but we just don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Paying
really
for
boils
it, but
down
you
to. I
don't
pay for
use
a
it.
lot of shit that like just doesn't get a lot of use. There's like things here and there that I want to watch. Like I keep the Paramount Plus around. That's one of those like sleepers where you don't really think about it, and then you're like, oh man, it'd be cool to watch some old like Reno 911 or like they just got the new Jackass movie. They got all the old Nicktoons and shit. You know,
Bangers. They had a lot of like really like and like there's a lot of like hub, which I appreciate. Not just being like like categories. They've got like this one's for like Nickelodeon. This one's for like they've got one like this one's for your kids. Like, this one's for this,
I
this
do
one's
like the hub.
And I appreciate
Yeah,
that because I can just go
HBO
and
does
click,
that
like,
too.
Yeah, like like Cartoon Network on like the HBO
So I
Max,
just
or, like,
canceled Netflix. That I feel like that's the one to go.
Break
is-
those shackles.
And me and my girl were really into we get really into the reality stuff.
The
So
Love is Blind and all that.
Blind.
Same.
Watch Love is Blind. That's what I love by Netflix. The Ultimatum. We watched
Bro,
that.
the
Got
one
me
you've got to
wild.
watch
Wild.
if you get Netflix back. I'm telling you, Love on the Spectrum is the
So
one.
I still have
I
it. I
fucking
have it
break my
until
heart.
May something.
Well, get that in while you can, bro. I would cancel Netflix today, but my daughter is obsessed with their Green Eggs and Ham show. They turned the book Green Eggs and Ham into a full show. It's in its second season. Got like Keegan Michael Key doing voices for it. And Adam DeMant from Workaholics voices the fucking the dude that wants Green Eggs and Ham.
love that.
Michael Douglas is the other guy. Like it's got fucking talent behind
really
it.
That's dope.
And I just can't believe they turned a book that's like, do you want green eggs and ham? Fuck no. Yes, maybe I do. That's like all of the words that are in the book into a 2-season show.
Hey, dude, they got writers behind that
That's
thing,
wild,
killing it,
bro.
Will you grab that pen?
But she loves that shit.
That should be ready to go. That should be heated up in
So
the
if I
oven.
cancel Netflix, it'll be a whole like.
Yeah,
show.
Netflix, because you guys know that stock was falling. They're in some trouble. They're falling. They're gonna have to scramble. So who
Zach said, I'm a money man. I see a company falling, I'm bailing.
I'm out. Well,
Green eggs and ham scramble. I see what you did there, brother.
you know what's crazy? You know the crazy part about it is that I was mentally already there.
Yeah.
Canceled it.
Yeah.
Then saw that the stock was all this stuff tumbling. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm a
so
psychic,
a lot of
bro.
people's brains were where my brain's
way.
at.
Yeah.
With Netflix, they're
Well,
like,
for
oh,
a
this is
long
the one to go. That's why I asked you guys, because I wanted to know what would be the one to go. And Netflix, top of mind. Shaq has 50 different fucking
As many as you
pick
can imagine.
Netflix,
As many as you can imagine.
Netflix. And
I don't
Netflix
even-
was like the big
I
one.
haven't logged into Crunchyroll in literally 3 months. I don't watch anything through.
You're like, I
anything
will
else.
pay for
Literally.
that.
I don't even want all my anime I watch on like Hulu or like Amazon. I'll like rent some stuff. I'm like, I'm not even watching anything on Crunchyroll, but I still would choose Netflix over it any day of the week.
So what's your guys' favorite? What's your favorite out of all of them? What's the one that you find yourself always watching stuff on?
HBO Max.
HBO
Me
Max.
too.
HBO
Yeah.
Max is easily. I mean, I honestly, and this is gonna sound like crazy, but I really think it comes down to like the colors they choose and the design they choose. Because HBO Max, like even just looking at it alone, is so much more soothing than looking at any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
that's true.
It's soft.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
Prime is just like too much in my face. too
Amazon
much
Prime is
going on.
convoluted, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's-
ugh, what's happening?
No,
Why
it's
do I
too
got
much,
all
and it's
this
like, this is
channels,
free, this isn't.
categories?
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I can't
exactly.
stand that.
Too much.
I can't
Channel,
stand
like,
that.
yeah.
Apple TV is too Apple-y. It's like it just looks like it's like supposed to be
No,
on a Mac.
HBO Max is tight. You can go to the hub. You can go to old HBO. You go to
Yeah.
movies. You can go to shows. You have
Exactly.
and dude, one thing that I'll do with HBO Max, the thing that's tight is that they got old Looney Tune shows on there.
Yes.
So I'll literally be up in the morning with beats playing, writing
And the Looney
music
Tunes.
with
Oh,
Looney Tunes
yeah.
and old
Bro,
cartoons
I
in the
gotta
background.
say,
I was like,
they've been making new seasons of Looney Tunes.
I've been
The
watching
Looney
that
Tunes
too.
and it's like so faithful to the original cartoons.
do a
It's
really good job.
it's real good.
honestly, I thought I was watching the old shit, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is the new stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I've been binge watching Courage the Cowardly Dog on HBO Max right now, and it's like such a creepy, weird show. But I'm like,
Oh,
man, I
I
can't believe
love
I can get to
Courage.
do this.
No,
like, I'm so
Tiffany-
happy I get to do this.
Tiffany
right
loves
now.
that show, and I've never seen it. And she's like,
You should watch it,
Oh,
bro.
so-
It's crazy.
Return
It's a
the
mind trip.
slab.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Courage the Cowardly
Oh,
Dog.
so good, bro.
It's like but it's like I don't know. When I watch it, I'm like, man, this is very like early 2000s
Yeah.
weird acid trip kind of like.
They would
love
never
it.
put that shit in kids'
Not at all.
cartoons these days.
It's weird. It's not even like gruesome or anything, but all like the monsters
Creepy.
and stuff are
Well,
just
I'm
so
gonna-
creepy and weird and awkward. It's
I'm gonna tell you guys, the best show on TV right now
ooh yeah, give it to me.
is Winning Time.
Oh, Tiff just told me
Is
she was
it?
like,
And I'm telling you,
Is
this
it?
show. Have you seen it?
I haven't started it yet. No.
Fire.
Is it good?
It's on HBO
So
Max.
good. It's
I've heard it's
so
getting
good.
a lot of blowback. There's a lot
good.
of controversy.
I mean,
because
there's
people say
yeah,
it's not accurate.
Yeah, 'cause
Magic was pissed.
But dude said the guy who made it said, dude, this is no different than Remember the Tie-ins or like any other any
a
of these
show.
other any
It's
of these
a show.
It's got facts. They're like we're being like we got people that are close. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously people are gonna be like, hey, why'd you? But
I mean, they
honestly,
could have made a documentary, I guess, if they were going to keep it true to life. It's a show.
And I'm gonna be honest, like
Fair
it doesn't.
point.
I feel like it doesn't paint anybody in a bad light. Like these are characters. I'm not like, oh, Jerry West is a piece of shit, but he's like tripping because he's like, you know, you're like whatever. He's mad that the people are painting him in a bad light. But I'm just like, dude, I'm so in love with it. It's such a good. Like Tiffany's like into it. Doesn't even like basketball.
Not
Like
sports.
not even into sports. Like literally just like it's so good.
Yeah.
HBO, anything they touch, dude, just
Anything.
it's
Magic.
money. Yeah, they have some of the best shows.
There's
dude.
a new show out there by the people who made The Wire called We Own the City, and I love The Wire. I think The Wire is one of the best shows in the world. It's got
Yeah.
John Barenthal in it. It's got a couple other people who like who worked on The Wire in like the background too. So it's very like it's a cop drama in like 2017.
Nice. I've seen that. I haven't started it
Yeah,
yet.
it's super interesting so far. But I'm like, man, like they're just bringing like all this good stuff like back, but like making it
because
new.
they also did the Sopranos,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
What was that one
Oh,
called?
that was originally HBO.
So that was HBO. Sopranos is one of the best shows ever.
Yeah.
You need
Crazy.
to that's another one you need to watch if you haven't seen it.
The
That
most
was
controversial ending, I think, of all the endings. But
Oh, yeah.
the mid-sentence ending.
yeah,
Black Spoon.
insane. HBO undefeated, dude.
Undefeated, bro.
Undefeated. What else has HBO done that's fucking amazing?
Gemstones is good.
Yeah, Righteous Gemstones
What have they done that's
phenomenal.
like older, like some of the
Uh,
older Soprano type
oh.
fire that they've come out with? I know that there's some really
I just
good.
think it's cool.
Oz?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
absolutely.
Oz is
Crazy.
one of the most insane. I remember Oz was another one of those that caught me. Like I started watching it, dude, and it just fucking
Yeah.
Gets
just
you.
grabs
Gets
you, dude. And you're in the prison. People are getting raped. Shit's happening. And it's brutal things.
Yeah.
But you're like tied in. These characters are so good, and you're just like, holy shit, dude. I watched all the seasons of that, dude.
Yeah, Oz
that
is
was
good.
that was really good.
Curb. I talk about Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, Curb.
Oh, yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I love Curb.
Come on now.
Are they also Entourage?
Yeah, they're Entourage.
Oh, yeah,
They're
Entourage was
Eastbound
good.
and
Down
Down.
and down.
Eastbound and down, baby.
Eastbound and Down
Banger.
is fucking great.
Banger. They really showing.
Yeah, no, a lot of that shit.
Were they
Gave me
True
Bryson
Blood?
Love.
I don't know if no True Blood was
Showtime.
Was it Showtime?
What about Weeds?
Was
Weeds
it?
is also Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Was True Blood
Shameless.
Showtime?
I don't know actually, but True Blood broke my
True
heart.
Blood
They were
might
doing.
be
They were
HBO.
riding
You
so
might be
hard
right.
that last season just ruined it.
I never watched True
I don't think
Blood.
I've seen the last
Man,
season.
it was one of my favorite shows of all time. Sucket Stackhouse.
HBO, baby.
Sucket Stackhouse.
Yo,
I
Yo,
just love
that show is fire. I can't speak to the last the season. I don't even remember, but I do
It's
remember that
banger.
it was banging, dude. That if you want that
Eric-
like
Eric Northman?
that Louisiana
Yeah.
straight fucking
In the
like
bayou.
yeah,
There's
I love
werewolves,
that.
there's vampires, fairies.
Which I'm typically not into,
Psychics.
but I loved it.
Lafayette in that show, just a super
Whoa.
powerful gay dude who just don't
Oh,
take no
dude,
shit.
dude, he was the
There's
shit.
that scene where like the dude's like, I don't want no AIDS in my burger, and he like licks the burger and smashes it in the dude's face. He's like, you gonna eat my burger? That's so good, it's so good.
There are
man.
some really fire scenes in that show. Shows, it's like shows, man. It was all about movies, and then shows came, and then they
Yeah.
can like, oh, we can take a story and
Yeah, shows get. That's the thing is a lot of actors are switching to TV. Like a lot of actors you'd never even think that you would see on TV that were like movie actors are now doing shows because it gives them time to like really get into a character
Definitely.
and like really give them a whole journey that takes longer than just 2 hours or whatever.
And it's cool thing about HBO being like used to be like a premium movie channel. It was like Showtime and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like home box office, and now it's just like a regular TV channel basically to
Yeah.
like the rest of us. It's like along the lines of like Netflix, where it's like I don't have like a Showtime channel, like a Showtime app. I have like a Showtime channel on Amazon Prime if I want it, but
Right.
I don't have one. Like I don't have a Cinemax app. I I have an HBO app though. Like
Yeah,
that's like
that is true.
Good for
Actually, I have
them, like, that's-
Cinemax. I have Cinemax.
You have Cinemax?
I have Cinemax.
Were you
because
watching that after dark?
So I pulled it on
the Skinemax.
No, so I pulled it on a free trial because Cinemax has this show that is amazing. Okay.
What's the show?
And it's a show called, dude.
Bunny Ranch.
No, it's
Cat House.
He
No,
knows
that's
the
HBO, bro.
Hey, I watched that. Though. It was pretty. It was good. It was a good show.
Listen.
I learned a lot from that.
Listen,
I learned
it's
a
a
lot
show.
from that, man.
No, this show is called. This show is called Tales from the Tour Bus.
Ooh.
And it's by Mike Judd.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
King of the
Hill.
So
yeah.
and basically he takes like stories like James Brown, Bootsy Collins, just like famous rockers and
Yeah.
shit from like back in the day, and they literally tell these stories and he just animates the
love
whole
that.
story.
Oh, that's tight.
Super cool.
Oh, it's amazing.
Bro,
And
I love that.
I was trying to find it so hard, and the only way you can ever get it is on Cinemax.
On Cinemax.
And I've just given up right there. And
Yeah.
then it was like through one of the other things, like if you have Amazon Prime, you get
Exactly,
this, or
yeah.
if you have
Exactly,
Hulu,
yeah.
you
See,
get
Amazon got me, bro. They did Stars for 3 months for 99
Yep.
cents. And I'm like, Power is my guilty pleasure,
Yeah,
bro.
Power's
so I'm watching
fire.
Power Force right now, the Tommy one. And, bro, I'm all caught up on the Power Cinematic Universe. But that's Stars, bro. Stars got me on that. That's the only thing I watched on
So
Stars.
those hitters that were like paid premium channels when we were kids are now like begging you for
Yeah.
99 cents.
99 cents, 3 months. I'll suck your dick. Come on. Just watch Power, please.
One time, man.
50 Cent needs the check.
How do you guys feel about a bathroom break real quick?
I would love that.
Yeah, I love
Yeah, I want everybody to be comfortable. I don't have to piss so bad.
Yeah, let's take a little bathroom break, and then I got a couple things.
Okay, cool.
Early morning sun peeking through the blinds, and it caught me just how much last night had lost me. I need a cup of coffee and a little bit of something in my leaf rolled up to shake them bad vibes off me. I'ma get lit up, then hit up my bro. Feeling froggy, I might even hit a sit up. Who knows? But I gotta get up and go in the mix. Brush the snow off my kicks as I slip through the door. Let's go. I've been used to the neighbor giving us.
What about Bob?
If not,
Oh my god, dude! This is an old 90s, old school shit, dude. But one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. It's like
What About Bob?
Bill Murray is like, he's got like problems. He needs like medical assistance.
going to a therapist.
He's going to
Or
a
like a
therapist. He's got like
psychiatrist.
severe anxiety. Like he won't go outside and shit. But he just becomes obsessed with this doctor and calling him all the time. And he like tracks him down and
On like a vacation in the
On a
woods, like goes to their like
vacation. Just-
vacation home.
and the family
What the
loves
fuck?
him,
Yeah.
and everybody adopts him in, and
Wow.
the guy is just
Yeah.
like, "This is my patient,
ruining
He
my
can't
life."
fucking be
Yeah,
here. Why
yeah,
are
it's a
you?"
great movie.
It's just, dude, it's so good.
you mentioned.
Damn, that blunt got me fucking
You
zinged.
mentioned King of the Hill earlier. It reminded me of this.
That was a little
Ooh,
zinger.
that's fire,
My
bro.
friend just did that.
Let me
I
see.
love that.
He actually is right across the street at Iron and Gold. Actually,
No, I want to go over there and get tattooed so bad. I want them
Friday
to
the
do my
13th in a
legs,
couple weeks.
bro. I want to get. I want those.
Yeah, they do.
Chris
Chris
Spriggs?
Briggs does all
Yeah.
my tattoos.
Really?
Him and Brandon.
And Brandon, okay, good to know
Chris
because
did
I
that.
want to go over there, bro. I want to get some color. They're the color
They're
masters over
insane.
there.
They're-
Right across the street over here, Iron and Gold. I don't know the address, but we're over here somewhere on Monroe next to Fresh Basket. So come through. And Mike, tip us off. What we doing?
Give me
Y'all,
something.
I got a couple things. I know we've been talking TV for a while. I had a few TV things I wanted to talk about, but I want to switch it up a little bit. Releases, like new music that I'm fucking with. I just want to kind of touch on a few things. I don't know what y'all been
sir.
listening to lately.
Pull up Spotify real quick. While I'm...
The first thing I wanted to talk about is mixtapes specifically.
Okay.
Y'all listen to mixtapes?
Mixtapes. I thought those
When's
were
the last
non-existent.
time you listened to a mixtape?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
No ceilings.
So you know ceilings. So what's your favorite mixtape?
No ceilings.
No ceilings. Okay, bro. No ceilings.
No,
is
that's just the only one I could think of at the time.
Yeah,
Man,
I
honestly,
can't even
really
really
like
think of one.
Fabulous has this mixtape.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
called I can't remember, but he's got this one called Riesling and Rolling Papers. Or
Ooh,
Riesling.
okay.
And I think that was the name of a song, but it was on a mixtape. But mixtapes were the shit.
It was shit for a
Oh,
long time.
Wiz Khalifa had some dope mixtapes back in the day
True.
too.
His first one's juice.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
tight.
Wiz Khalifa used to be tight.
With the, yeah, it used to be tight. Let's make sure that's
Mesmerized. Such a good song.
Oh,
Such a-
yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude.
The mixtape motif is kind of making a comeback. Like Tyler did it with his album, had Drama host it, and then Dreamville just did their mixtape with
That's
Drama.
right.
Yes.
They
You know,
did.
Fire.
And that was super fire.
Did you hear that, Shaq?
Oh, bro, I'm a Dreamville fanatic. I'm a Dreamville fanatic, bro. And they had Chris Patrick on there. Shout out to my boy Chris Patrick. He's young but coming up in the game, but he's super
What
fire.
song was that? I need to pull that out.
Stick.
Oh, Stick. So
Yep.
what's up with this song?
Oh no, that was Kenny Mason. Kenny Mason. I mean,
Yeah,
Kenny Mason.
Kenny
On that,
Mason,
Kenny
bro.
Mason on that one. Yeah,
Okay,
Kenny Mason.
because I know that Stick was the one song that Mike was like, bro, I
Fire.
can't.
Well,
There's the
I
one
like turned it because
Boston-
you were like, bro, you got to listen to this mixtape, and I fucking turn it on, and like my girl's in the room and shit, and she doesn't like do rap like that, you know, and then like they're just yelling Stick.
Yeah,
She's like, can
going
you turn this off,
crazy.
please? Like, can you listen to something else?
Yeah.
Like, and the rest of the tape was great, but that first song was just like,
Bro, whatever.
Lifestyle with Boss and A$AP
yeah,
Ferg.
yeah, Lifestyle's fire.
Super fire.
Ari had a couple on there.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is
I
the
love
one?
anything with Ari.
What is the fucking Ari song that's on there that was just so good, man? I can't fucking remember which one.
Is it? It's like purple something or something. What was it?
God damn.
I can't fucking
I got it
remember.
right here.
I know, dude. It was so good. Both of the songs that she was on was good, but the one that she did
Yeah.
by herself.
Yeah,
was-
the one that wasn't just like the Mary cover.
Yeah. That one was
Yeah,
really good
that
too,
one
though.
was good. That one was
Damn,
good.
that shit was.
There's a lot of good shit on there. Barry from Simpson, bro.
Ooh.
Jid fucking puts it down on
No,
that shit,
Jid's
right?
sick.
He always
Blackberry
kills it, but-
Sap.
Yeah,
That's
Blackberry
it.
Sap.
That
Blackberry
song,
Sap.
dude. God, I loved
Yeah.
it. And then J. Cole had his that one song where he just went bars.
Yeah.
What was it? It was
Bro, I can't think of it.
I know it's like you not know it's like
Freedom of Speech.
Freedom of speech. There it is. Like America
Bro.
United. Freedom of speech.
J. Cole slid on that Benny the Butcher song. John P's
Yes.
Caddy. John P's
Oh,
Caddy.
Yeah, that Benny the
shit.
Butcher one. Yeah.
That's the
Benny the
one.
Butcher's fire. He's got the,
Yeah, yeah.
the most fire
Yeah.
like call
Butcher
tag.
coming.
The Butcher
Yeah.
coming. It's
Yeah.
so hard, so tough. You hear it and it's just like, oh, okay.
Benny's right where he
It's
needs
funny.
to be, bro.
You said that
Everything
right
he's-
when I was thinking that. I heard that one
The
song.
caddy,
on there.
yeah.
Yeah, John P's Caddy was fire. But that whole mixtape was really, really good, honestly.
Yeah.
Well composed. I think, honestly, DJ Drama's doing a really good job with like who he's curating like his
Yeah.
music to, because he doesn't fit in with any of these people like in like his like in the past, like what you would expect to see from these, like especially like Dreamville as a whole, because they don't do like a lot of like big projects outside of like the Dreamers,
Yeah.
like the mixtapes
Yeah.
they do with those guys, which are fire, but like they don't do a lot of like big things together. So to see them just out of nowhere be like, hey, like DJ Drama produced this whole thing, like boom, 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 we're gonna drop it and it's here, and you're like, oh wow,
It's just music they were just sitting on.
Yeah.
They're like, let's
Yeah.
just
That's
throw
like
this
Boss
together.
just dropped
and-
that little 4-pack that had like the Jackie on it. He had a song with Ari on there that's
Yeah.
like super
love
motivational.
Boss,
and
man.
Boss is probably
Boss
my
is fire.
favorite on Dreamville. I would say. I love Boss, bro.
I would probably have to say
A
that.
little bit of
also.
milk, bro.
Okay, I have a question for you, Shaq.
yes.
So when you find a new song, when you find a new mixtape, you find a new album, you find it, you select the songs.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
how do you come back to these? Do you put them on a playlist?
So yeah, so basically I have I just got Spotify recently, so it's pretty new to me, but I had it for like 3 months now, so I have my liked songs, but I usually take like the 15 most recent liked songs and put them in a playlist I have, so I have them like on their own and just update it like weekly, because I'm pretty heavy on the drops. So like Thursday at like 9 p.m. when that new music comes out, I'm in there listening to it, and that's like the first thing I do. I get, because I don't work on Thursdays, so 9 o'clock hits, I just go through. I'm like, oh cool, this new album, and I follow this guy on Twitter, Jah Talks Music, JAH Talks Music, and he just like posts every Thursday night. He's like, hey, here's the new things that are dropping. It's singles and albums, and it's just like pages on Twitter of like what he's got and what new is popping. So I just follow that, go through it all, and I'm like, sick, cool. And so I get a playlist set up of that new stuff, and then
Damn.
just delete it from there. I'm like, oh, this song sucks. Boom, delete it off the playlist. Delete it off the playlist, and then just go through.
Because my thing is, I'm trying to think of the longevity of like, you know, when you find like, I'll hear a song, I'll love it, and then I guess you like it, right? So it goes into your like songs. But I don't even know how often I even go play my like songs that
your, like,
much.
song. What I had to do is exactly what you're talking about is how I started doing like my weekly playlist that I'll upload, because I follow a couple of different people that will post like all of the new releases, like across all genres. And I do give some love to like indie and some other shit that I'm fucking with, and like legends that are dropping albums and stuff like that. I try to keep it, but I try to condense all that. Like, so I'm Thursday at 9 p.m. listening just the same as you are, but by Friday morning I've condensed it down to like, okay, these are like 3 albums I'm gonna give you that if you're listening to them, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's not the kind of thing where you're like, oh, that sucks, I have to throw that away.
And it's not the most popular.
Yeah.
It's not going to be what you would already know. It's going to be something where you're like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, kind of put me on some new shit. And then at the end of the year, what I do with that is I will take the playlist from Spotify and duplicate it so I can keep all the followers and people that stay up on the main playlist for the new year. But I'll take that duplicate playlist and label it, year 2021 or whatever. And so I'll have that entire year of music.
I like that.
So where do I find that? So I can go listen to like the last year's playlist?
Yeah, if you search for Matisse's releases, you should get like 2021, 2020. I think it's all the way back to like 2019.
That's tight.
There's archives. So you can kind of go back and that's sort of dope because then you have this like chronological release,
definitely,
timeline through that year of all the dope
chronological releases.
Yeah, chronological releases. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's kind of how I do it because you're right with the liked thing. The liked isn't always enough to get me to go like, let me go listen to my liked songs. No, I need like
you have to create it.
Snazzy name on the playlist to get at it.
No, I can let this run because you like just to name a few. That Teddy Swims.
Ooh, Dose.
So you get, it's not always hip hop. That's what I really love too.
There's another one on there, Otis Kane. Free.
Yes, I fucking love that shit.
When I posted, I was like, bro, Leon Bridges better look the fuck out, bro. This guy
Otis Kane.
Bringing back that classic shit.
That new Pusha T, of course.
Oh, yes.
Come.
Of course,
bro.
Oh.
I'm not a Kanye fan, but that Kanye and Cudi song was good.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think about this Hollandaise by Ab-Soul?
Ooh,
I liked it, bro. Bro, if he comes in, the first thing he said, "Get up off my dick." Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Get up off my dick. I'm gonna need to start spitting.
I forgot you were even existed for the last couple years. Yeah, solo, bro.
Domo Genesis just put something out.
Did he really?
Recently. Yeah,
I might have missed that. I love Domo.
It's like I think it's just like some honestly just like some beats or anything. I don't think it's anything serious, but it's pretty honestly just happy to see him back like doing anything.
Yeah, that's the same way Casey Veggies just dropped one with Dom Kennedy. That's super sick.
Okay, you know who does not miss? Dave B.
Yeah. Dave B. Yes,
absolutely. Dave B never misses, bro.
Oh my God.
Dave B needs way more flowers than he's getting.
For like 13 years now, I feel like he's just been like hitting. I feel like since I was at
Cody
graduate,
bro, we were kicking it, and we were at like a Gifted Gab show or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was just chilling. He was
just a good guy, just a good, genuinely cool dude. Makes the smoothest music.
And now I'm just like, man, Dave.
He's got that song with Earth Gang, or whoever.
It's just not like when you're seeing somebody that's close to home doing big things, but it's like, the music is like, I feel like I'm kind of picky when it comes to what like really hits my soul, and like it just hits. I'm just like, oh my God.
The way that Dave does it is there's not many people that do it like Dave B. He kind of almost has that similar. There's a couple artists right now like Jid is one of them where the proficiency of like lyrics are at a point where I'm like, oh damn, did you catch what he just said? Absolutely. But also they just sound like they're having so much fucking fun with it, bro.
Absolutely.
Like it just is like the energy is so right. They're not faking a fucking thing. Like everything is just like second nature.
Yeah, and I feel like the beats, like the beats he chooses, are so very much him. Like he's not. He's very. I feel like he has to be like, I'm going through 1,000 of them because there's no way. Because like all the beats he chooses are very much like, oh, this is Dave B. Like I know Dave B's gonna go slide on this track.
Yeah.
It's never like maybe I don't know.
No,
like,
Dave B does not.
Somebody else might do better.
Way Up is good. He
just had that Way Up, and then
Limitless.
I just seen that he's on that too. I'm like, I haven't even heard that.
Yeah, with Miracle or whatever. Cool, I was gonna say though, we were talking about before I forget, we were talking about favorite mixtapes, bro. Yeah. Mine is kind of out of left field. I am a big fucking fan of Wale, and I always will stand for Wale. He doesn't make anybody's top list. He doesn't make anybody's top list, but I would honestly put Wale in my top 5, if not my top 3. I fuck with Wale heavy, and he's got this mixtape, More About Nothing. And it is my favorite fucking mixtape. So
that's the follow-up?
All time. Yeah. Mixtape About Nothing is good. More About Nothing is perfect. There's not a thing about More About Nothing that I would change. And it's been tough because you can find it like if you pirate it or get it on a site somewhere, you've had to kind of have it like saved to your phone since it came out in like 2010 or whatever.
Now, what's the definition of a mixtape here? What is it like? What defines a mixtape?
It's not an official release. It's a lot of times you're pulling beats from places like with No Ceilings you were talking about. Wayne is rapping over other people's beats. You can't clear that and put it up for release unless you clear all those samples and like make sure everybody's cool with you doing that.
So it's not going to be on Spotify.
Mixtapes don't usually make it to streaming. Wale, over these last fucking 10 years since that tape came out, has been working like tirelessly because all the Wale fans are like, bro, More About Nothing on streaming. Please make it happen. There's been times where he's like, oh, it might happen. Then he couldn't clear some shit. He's got clips on there from the show Seinfeld that he had to clear with Jerry. So like he posted probably about a week ago now, him sitting down with Jerry. Like he's had Jerry do intros on his albums. He's good friends with Jerry Seinfeld. And so he sits down with him and finally gets all this shit cleared. And finally this mixtape that has been like eluding streaming services for a decade now is going to be on Spotify and shit as of tomorrow.
Exciting.
Wow.
So I'm fucking stoked about that because my fucking favorite mixtape of all time is listenable on streaming. So if you have Spotify or any other service and you haven't heard Wale More About Nothing, go listen to that shit.
Well, same with Big Crit, and that. God, I'm trying to remember what it's just slipping my mind right now. But I love that mixtape he came out with in like 2011. With
shit was
it was Return of Forever, I think is what it was.
Yep.
And that was super fire. Fashion, he had that shit, dude. And he had features from J. Cole on his shit in 2011.
J. Cole's mixtapes are fire. The warm up,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so good, bro.
yeah. So it's crazy. Just like it is. It's like almost like it's exactly like an album, but it's just like different.
It's kind of like, well, the album, when you're putting out an album and you're signed, you're worried about, okay, like what's my single? What's the video going to be? What's the rollout plan? What's this? Mixtape is like, bro, like the Dreamville thing. A lot of those
Just
guys
drop
were
it.
saying, bro, he sent this to me a week ago. You know, it's got references to Chris Rock getting slapped like 2 days after that happened.
Yeah.
You know? People are just like, we're having fun spitting bars. We're not worried about commercial appeal. The fans are going to come listen to this because they fuck with us. But this doesn't have a single on it.
Okay.
This might not have the best mastering on it. This, you know, you're going to get some raw shit.
I think my favorite is gonna have to be like Acid Rap.
Acid Rap?
that's
Rap.
great.
Is that technically a mixtape?
Yeah,
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, he
fuck with
didn't. It
Acid
didn't
Rap
come out.
heavy.
Didn't come to streaming until like 3 years ago. Juice still actually isn't even cleared. As
I
a
know.
song. So
He's got that little intro on it where he's like, "I'm
which is
sorry,
super
I
cool,
couldn't clear Juice."
But yeah, it came out like forever ago, or if not that, like, either that or 10 Day. Both. I'm just a huge. I used to be an old Chance fan, but like those are just very like. I feel like they're very good growth albums to see like somebody just like being young and just kind of rapping to what they want to rap about, like to their heart's content, which is really cool. And if not that, then She Already Decided by Smino.
Okay.
Which, if you haven't heard, is super smooth. He goes over a lot of like newer beats. He does like The Box or whatever by Roddy Ricch, which is super
hold on.
fire.
What's this
I really fuck with Smino, but I've never heard his mixtape.
SmeTransfer.com is what it's under, but yeah, the mixtape's called She Already Decided, SAD, sad. But it has like that. It has
Is that new?
no, it came out like 3 years ago.
Really?
It has that that Savage song by
I feel like I just
Megan
saw
Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Tiff probably just posted it because I was just showing Tiff about it at work.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, he
bro.
does like the Savage song. He remixes that. He remixes a bunch of songs. He remixes Orange Soda by Baby Keem. He does a whole like 2 verses on that.
That's sick.
Just
Smino's dope.
Just goes crazy.
Smino's
And Smino's like one of my
Baby
favorite
Keem
like
is dope.
lyricists when it comes to like just like that random wordplay you wouldn't expect. So having a whole just mixtape of him just like doing whatever he wants because he knew it's on his own like little website. It has like his own like little cursor that's a black hand with a little blunt in it. You click and stuff.
Sick.
It's super
I
cool.
like it when you gotta like kind of find shit like
Exactly.
that,
You can
where
just,
it's
like-
not traditional, you know. Like what's his name? Rock Marciano. He like fucks with Benny the Butcher and Griselda and all those guys. For a while, he was only dropping his albums on Bandcamp, and you had to pay like $20 to $30 for them. And they were full albums, fully produced. But he was like, "No, I know my worth, bro. My fans will pay, $25 for the album. You can't get this on streaming." Like, and people were like, he was making money,
That's crazy.
I mean, that's
just valuing his product, trying to do it old school. Like, it's
everybody
just different.
eventually comes to streaming.
That's true.
It's true.
They all end up
Yeah.
where you need to be, where most of the people are. That's
in
where
that,
we're at.
That's like that fucking dollar bin for the old CDs, like at the Hastings or
Because
something.
you do
Everybody
get
always
the, you
ends
get
up.
the market too of the people that are like, no, I want to support the artist. I want to come on. No, I fuck with Bandcamp. They have a good. They're thinking about the artist and them getting money. And then eventually you're like, all right, bro, get your shit on Spotify because I'm in the car. I ain't got time to try. I'm trying to make a payment right now. I'm trying to get the new album. I'm trying to listen to everybody in
Right.
one place.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're spoiled. We're a spoiled fucking society.
So yeah, that's it for music. To jump back on the TV tip, I just had a couple of things. I know we kind of wanted to talk about like some stand-up comedy, and if you've seen any good specials recently. I was just telling you yesterday, I think it was, that bro, David Spade just dropped a new special on Netflix.
Really? How was it?
And I've never seen David Spade do comedy. He's a great actor. I liked his Comedy Central show that he had that was like a talk show, like variety type thing. That was really funny, bro. As a stand-up comic, he's actually really funny. I really fucked with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll have to see it.
It was consistent. It was only an hour long, and I was laughing consistently.
Where'd you find it on?
At Netflix.
Okay.
So you gotta get that. You gotta get
That
Netflix,
that is one of the things.
Netflix does the stand-up.
Netflix
Yeah,
has a chokehold on the stand-up game.
Yeah.
HBO has some too. Because now, listen, I did watch the David Spade. We got about 20 minutes in, which I think is about typical for me in any stand-up, unless it's exceptional.
And you gave up?
Oh, yeah.
Turn it off?
Oh, I can't watch the whole thing. There's no way, dude. I cannot take more than 20 minutes of stand. And I love stand-up. But
will you pick it up and watch the other half, or you just get
I
done?
always like to think I will.
Oh, man.
But then I don't.
No, it's good, bro.
Now there are some that will get me. And listen, it's I'm watching it, and it just becomes like they lose you.
Yeah. I will say, I probably have a longer attention span than you. Towards the last like 10, 15 minutes, it kind of started to lose me a little bit. But I'm like, I just might as well power through. I got like 12 minutes left.
And when I feel like I have to power through, I'm like, I should just watch something else.
But the first part of like him talking about, like people are asking him to do shit, and he's like, Adam's not going to like this. Talking about like, dropping Adam Sandler's name.
20 minutes, I was just good. But it's not like an insult. It's like,
I've enjoyed it enough.
And that's me on most stand-up, unless it's exceptional. Obviously, Cat Williams, his first Pimp
Williams.
Chronicles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, dude, it's insane. We're talking Eddie Murphy, crazy. Rothaniel.
Yeah, I liked Rothaniel. Bro.
Rothaniel, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, it was like, but I guess that was less like a hilarious comedy.
Like you were saying, it's more like a
intimate.
window into like his life. You feel like you're having this personal conversation with a dude.
That was really good.
Are you the same way with like live stand-up comedy? You think, like, if you went to like a live stand-up show, you'd be like,
did you go to Bob Saget?
You're there. I went to Bob Saget. Rest in peace. I saw Bob Saget, dude. He called somebody out in the front row. They were filming. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was just like, and then he just starts roasting him.
Yeah. What do you remember what he said about, like, he was like, if you see her outside, pull her tits out.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Jesus.
I know. It was a pretty aggressive.
I don't
Not
remember
surprising, though. It sounds very Bob Saget.
Pull her breasts out.
I feel like Bob, his problem, I was just telling my wife this the other day because she was like, I could never get down with Bob Saget's comedy. And I'm like, well, it's fucking Danny Tanner. Like, that's what he was known as for years, is this like clean cut, America's Funniest Home Videos, Full House type guy.
Yeah.
So he almost like had to overcorrect.
Definitely.
So he's up there on stage like, oh, I was just trying to fuck Kimmy Gibbler and shit like that, like talking all this crazy shit to be like, whoa, okay, that's
Shock
a different
value.
man than the wholesome dad that I've seen on TV.
Yeah, that
shock
that
value.
hard separation.
Really trying to
and
distance
then that
himself.
is, he's right. If he's talking comedy, like, that is an instant comedy. It's just like, you can only see him in one light.
So me and my girl were sitting down and we were like, all right, I was just like, here, I'm gonna throw this on real quick. And we threw on some Bob Saget and it did not hit. I'm telling you, it's so comedy. This is the thing I want to ask you guys, because comedy it just seems like even people that you love, that you think are funny, they go do stand, like, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just not.
It's
like
not there.
One person that really did, Adam Devine. I don't know if you've seen his stand up, but he had a new stand up.
Yeah.
And it was great. I was when something can just keep you laughing.
Yeah.
That's where we're trying to be.
I feel like for like Adam Devine, he has enough grace where he has like his whole character and all of like his shows and stuff is kind of the same guy, but not enough of the same guy to be like built into one character. So he's never like, he could play a different part and you're not like surprised. Like, you think of like people who like anybody from like Will Ferrell. Like, if Will Ferrell like changes it up, like he's done some like good like sad movies, but like you think of him as like a comedy guy. So when he comes up to like his like stand up, you're like, oh man, like here's this like Will Ferrell, like, well, I've got like this one thing, and Adam Devine's just kind of like a dude.
Yeah.
So he gets like away with being able to do like some stand up comedy because he's
Good
like
point.
kind of relatable, but not. But he's just like almost like a different person.
Yeah.
He brings his energy too. He's
Exactly.
not. He brings out. He just like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same kind of thing with like the Eric Andre. It's like you've seen this motherfucker in one specific thing and you know what they do. Like that's Adam from Workaholics. That's
Exactly.
Eric from Eric Andre and all the other wild shit he does. When they do their stand-up comedy, there's an expectation of like, okay, I paid for the ticket.
Exactly.
You're going to kind of be that character that I know you as. So they have to bring a
That's-
lot of
that's
that
fair.
to the
That's
stage.
Well, that's definitely. I feel like Eric more so for sure.
Sure.
I know that you and me have a difference of opinion on that stand-up. thing
I
he came
like
up
the Eric thing. It's just like I was saying, my girl, when I was watching it with her, I had to kind of shut it off because like a lot of it is him like yelling.
with. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
like,
and she
yelling.
was just like, he's just
But
like screaming at
I was
everybody. I'm like,
cool.
that's funny.
I think
but
that-
I think a lot of Adult Swim shit is funny, and she's like, this is dumb as
when
hell.
I was watching with Chris, he was just like, "This is the dumbest shit ever." I was crying. I couldn't get enough of that Eric
It gets
Andre
me.
shit. He
Yeah.
was insane. And that movie he came out with, that
Bad
he was-
Trip?
loved
So
it.
good.
Hilarious.
That's why I'm so glad that like for the new Jackass movie, they're involving like the Odd Future guys and Eric Andre and stuff, because in a lot of ways,
Jackass.
like Bad Trip, I believe like Jeff Tremaine or Dick House worked on that, bro. Like that is like the spiritual success. That's the next generation of Jackass type antics that we're getting. It's from people that have bodies that can still fuck up and do stuff. Eric Andre's out there doing that shit.
Okay, so like who are your guys' favorite stand-ups? What are your guys' favorite stand-ups that you guys have seen that resonated, that you were able to really like?
I like John Mulaney. I think John Mulaney's super funny to me. I like Cat Williams, of course.
Yep.
Eddie Griffin was one that I saw super early. Like my mom let me watch some of his. She bought some of his DVDs and I watched them and I was hooked, bro. I love Eddie Griffin. Dysfunctional is one special that he's
I don't
got.
think I've seen any of his
Oh,
stand-ups.
so good. Like part of it's like documentary, like him going back to his hometown and like meeting with his family and like seeing
Yeah.
his mom and stuff. And so that's really cool. But yeah, that and then, yeah, Chappelle, I think is good. You know, I think that, like I say, some of his stuff recently is obviously more preachy than comedy,
Yeah.
but you know, I still am a diehard fan of Chappelle and his, you know, earlier specials and even some of the newer ones. That's it.
What about you?
Man, I'm a fan of Patrice O'Neal.
Oh man,
good choice.
God
You know,
damn.
and
dude.
that's honestly like I pulled so much character in like what I think is funny and what I try to make people laugh just by watching one of those Elephant in the Room specials back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was just like the pause and the facial expressions after you say
Oh, he's
something.
so- yeah.
It's fucking genius.
He is so good. He is so good. I was just watching The Office, man, and I saw him on there, and I was like, God damn.
He's just a beast.
I love
Like
that
he was
guy.
just on his way up. You know.
You know who? One that I just saw that was so good. I told you guys, I was in Bremerton, and me and my woman were on a little trip with the water, and we were like, you know, we were chilling, you know, and then we were like, all right, well, you know, let's what are we gonna watch? Want to watch something? We're like, let's pull stand up because that's what we do.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
some people are like, we're gonna watch a drama. We're gonna like let's pull a
Let's just
stand
laugh our
up.
asses off.
So we watch Earthquake.
Oh, that earthquake is
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
And I don't know if you guys have seen this special from Earthquake. I don't know if this is on Netflix or what, but
Yeah.
Who is it?
This dude
Earthquake.
Earthquake, he
It's
goes
nonstop.
dude, he's one of those dudes that it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He's not doing technical pauses really. He's
Just
going
hammering it.
I'm just like he won't, before you even have time to recuperate from the first joke, you're laughing at the second joke.
yeah,
you
yeah.
just like
No,
you
he's
just
good.
you keep it going. And yeah.
I love those people.
He kills, dude. He kills this shit. I can't remember what it's called, but
It's like a Dave Chappelle presents Earthquake or something.
and and is new. I feel like it's on Netflix, probably. But damn,
I do kind of like comedians like that don't. I mean, I like storytellers and stuff, but even the old fashioned type that just hits you with joke after joke after joke. He's a little slower than Earthquake. I like Mitch Hedberg. Rest in
Yes,
peace.
rest in peace.
Mitch
Rest in
Hedberg
peace.
got
he's good.
some hitters, bro.
dude. I think I got.
Yeah.
I
He
love it
passed
now.
away. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
he's gonna,
Wow.
yeah, heroin, bro.
I love that you
took
can
him
just
out.
go on there and listen to like that stuff on Spotify still.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
like,
So good.
they made hard to reach plants. It's like, why would you make a plant hard to reach?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably not the joke. I just butchered it, but
I
you
like-
guys
It's
know
like,
what I'm
it's
talking
like
about.
this kind of shit though. It's
Yeah,
super
I
funny.
like the escalator. Escalator temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
Oh yeah.
You know, like escalators don't go out of order and that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I really fuck with like
Yeah,
the,
super
Such
good.
easy fucking jokes.
They're the
dude.
easy. They're the easy.
but they're like,
the
but
reason
also
they make
not
you laugh
easy.
so
they're
hard is
super
you're like, why
hard
didn't
though.
I think of that?
Because
bro?
you're like, it's not even like you're like that's not even like I wouldn't even think of that as a joke.
But it's like simple.
Yeah.
But it's just like
exactly.
Yeah, he's I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. You know, shit like that.
15 years later, that's a goddamn Instagram
the
caption.
joke.
That's an
And
Instagram
then he's-
caption 15 years later.
Yeah,
You know?
he's moving on to the next joke after that. It's like,
So, oh, is he getting the window closed?
I had a thing jammed.
No, you're good.
no, you good. I'm
So-
just like
Just using that strength, bro.
strength.
You gonna break that window? Confession time, real quick. Record store day was last weekend, and because I got the record player for my birthday, I've been trying to build up the vinyl collection. So I went to go see what they had. I ended up getting. I got Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap,
Oh, yes,
which I've been
sir.
waiting
Yes,
on
sir.
getting. Needed that. Got Buddy on it. I totally forgot he had a
Yeah.
song with Buddy on there. Buddy's on Nipsey's last album, which is sick. Got that. I got a Sesame Street record for the kids, and I couldn't find anything else that I wanted in the hip hop section or blues or jazz or anything. In the spoken word section, I found a Steve Martin album that's sick. I found a Richard Pryor album that's sick, and then here's the confession time. Sitting with the Richard Pryor and all this other shit, I found 2 old Bill Cosby records.
you got him.
And I was like, I might as well see what all the fuss was about back in the days. You know, I might as well just see. So I took him up to the counter. I said, "Hey, man, you know, I'm gonna get these records." And he went through. He said, "Oh, Nipsey, okay, cool. Oh, Richard, oh, classic. Well, Steve Martin." He gets to the Cosbys. He said, "Man, what are you doing?"
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he stopped me. He said, "Man, what are you doing?" I said, "Hey, you're carrying them. You got them in the store, bro. You know what are you?"
He's like, no.
What are you
What are you
doing?
doing?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
He's
He's
like,
like,
well, people don't buy.
he's like, are you really gonna buy? I said, hey man, you know, I gotta. He goes, are you really gonna buy these? I said, why? Why wouldn't I buy them? You know, he's like, and I kind of played dumb for a second, like, what happened, bro? I didn't even hear what happened, bro. You know, I mean, he's an old ass man. How he getting canceled at this point? What happened, bro? He's like, no. And I told him, okay, for real, yeah, I know what's up. But he straight up told me, he goes, I can't even sell these to you. I was like, what do you mean? I can't buy them? He said, no, I just can't. He's like, you have them. And he gave them
Just
to
take
me.
them from me. It's a
Yeah.
burden at this point.
Yeah, so I bought the Richard Pryor, I bought the Steve Martin, I bought the Nipsey. I was given 2 hot Cosbys, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you.
I took them home and I put
wild.
it on and I laughed my ass off because that shit was actually
I'm
really
telling
funny.
Okay, I'm
That's how
telling you right
That's
now,
how
bro.
you're allowed to get away with it, though.
You probably need to take those albums and you need to go burn them somewhere, okay? Because that's gonna bring. I don't know, man.
But
That's
to be
not-
fair-
that's not good, man. See you laughing. That's the devil.
That
there.
man is gonna die in prison, and he ain't gonna profit off of any of that.
That's true.
Any money he would have even gotten from the secondhand. That's
true.
Well, just remember
purchase.
when you listen to those jokes that he was doing some very creepy
just-
shit.
Well, this could have been before
Absolutely.
that. Maybe these
Absolutely.
are like from the 60s and shit.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
heard all the shit happen
People
in
who
the 70s.
do crazy
But-
shit when they get caught do crazy shit
But
all the
that's true.
time.
I like to
They've
think about
been
the fact
doing
that
crazy shit.
everybody knew he was doing bad shit, though. Everybody
Except
knew.
for me, I was the only one that didn't know.
Back in the day, all the people who he was like, I remember like,
They were
oh, like,
working with
my
him?
mom used to joke about that when I was like a kid,
Yeah.
like Bill Cosby and Quaaludes, and how you shouldn't take a drink from Bill Cosby and things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and how you shouldn't let your daughter go hang out with R. Kelly. Like they knew about this stuff, but they just like made fun of it and laughed about it, and then I mean, think about the Boondocks made that joke about R. Kelly.
Yeah,
And
Dave
all,
Chappelle.
Everybody
all
knows.
these things.
Everybody knows
knows
these
this
things.
stuff. And but,
So when
but
they're
like,
calling it
we were
out,
just good enough
yeah.
entertainers that, and like we didn't want to press it enough back then because it was just like such like
Yep.
it's just a thing now. But like now it's like no, like that's disrespectful. That's literally like
I mean,
assault, bro.
I
Yeah.
can
That's
remember.
assault. You shouldn't
I
get
can
away with
remember-
joking about that regardless. Like
No,
we gotta
both those
we gotta
guys
take care of
did some
that.
fucked up shit, dude.
So it's just like
R. Kelly's crazy too, man. I was just listening.
fame
to
was so much different back then. You can that's how people get away with. That's how now all these years later people are like, this happened to me 15, 20 years ago because you can get away with it then.
And
nobody's
should you
gonna press
feel? So I guess the real question is, should you feel bad for indulging in the art after you found out that they were creeps and and just fucking doing nasty, bad, horrible shit. I mean, do you like that? I guess that's the question that everybody comes. I was listening to a P Diddy song, and I was like, oh. R. Kelly's on that song.
Yeah, bro. If you try to Google the Jay-Z and R. Kelly like collab album, you got to find it now. Yeah. Jay-Z has like worked very hard to scrub the Jay-Z and R. Kelly collab album from the internet.
And it's an album.
Yeah, they have a whole album together.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I personally don't listen to I don't go look up Tory Lanez or DaBaby currently because they're they're problematic and they're currently, and I know that anything I look up is gonna give them profits, but I listen to Same Girl every once in a while, and I like to listen to Bump and Grind every once in a while.
What am I not gonna play Ignition? What am I not gonna play Ignition?
Because I know that
I thought that we weren't allowed to. I thought we were
R. Kelly's in
that.
prison. I know that any money he's getting, he's paying settlements and stuff like that. So I'm like, any money he's getting,
I know, but when I hear his voice, I'm just like, you son of a
bad
bitch.
motherfucker.
One of my DJ homies was posting. He's like, so can I still spin R. Kelly? Can I still?
No.
And I said, yo, I read something somewhere that okay, so a lot of people thought Michael Jackson did some suspect shit. Yeah. And it's like, okay, so every time you spin Michael Jackson, you got to donate $1 to children's charities or something like that. So what's the allegory for R. Kelly? Every time you play R. Kelly, you got to drink a shot of piss?
No, you just can't. You just can't.
If you're willing to take that shot of piss, you could play R. Kelly one time. But you gotta pickle juice. You gotta pay the toll.
It's fair enough.
You gotta pay the toll.
You gotta pay the toll.
I mean, I don't even know. It is something. It feels for some reason deeper than
it does. It definitely feels
different than him getting money.
Yeah.
Now, Michael Jackson, whatever had allegedly happened, the man, slipped out of life. Okay, so there's no way to. So I don't feel bad.
You gotta wait till they die though to appreciate it.
It's not my.
So today you're not gonna listen to R. Kelly. But if tomorrow R. Kelly's dead, you gonna bump that?
Because we know what happened. Yeah, we know what happened for sure. You know what I mean?
That's definitely fair. That's definitely
surviving
fair.
R. Kelly. I mean, there were so many people credible
I just wanted to make
people.
sure it wasn't just because he's alive, then that's not okay.
But I mean, I did see the Michael Jackson one also, which was and I'm not
pretty I don't know, people argue pretty confident on the internet that he beat those cases and are pretty heavy about it. But I'm it's one of those things that when I was a kid, my mom made jokes about I wouldn't let you hang out with Michael Jackson, yada yada yada.
But I mean,
so I'm I don't know how much of it was just because the media said that and yada yada.
I mean,
yada.
I guess it's the thing that you would think is most common was that because Michael Jackson was this weird guy, because the fact that he had no childhood and he was an adult when he was a kid, and then now he's an adult.
Made sense.
And now he's an adult with money, and he's like, oh, I can be a kid, and so he gets a Ferris wheel and cool shit,
animals and a theme park.
And he's like, dude.
Absolutely.
And what if he I'm thinking in my head? I guess I'm not a dad at this exact moment, so I'm not thinking in my head oh, well, maybe, or, especially then, oh, well, maybe he's doing this to lure kids to sexually abuse.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe this dude is just maybe it's just an innocent thing, and the dude just makes good music.
Dude,
he just is man, I just fucking like making people happy, and I didn't have a childhood, so I like watching other kids have a childhood, so I built this stuff so they'd have.
Oh,
you
like watching other kids, huh?
Yeah,
you like watching other kids.
But I can. Back in the day, it was weird. You're oh, this guy's fucking weird. What are you doing?
About, how much people hated on Michael Jackson back then. For the thinking that he was bleaching his skin and his nose job and all these things that people were just talk after he was famous for being and he was always a great artist and people loved him, but they still were talking mad shit about him, and everybody's from SNL to Mad TV. Everybody's making.
I mean, it was hard not to because he was making such drastic changes.
But I'm it's it goes so hand in hand with that. Where does it go from he was actually a weird dude, and the media just was we're just all over him, making him do weird shit.
If you're that famous, if you're literally the most famous motherfucker on planet Earth, you're gonna be kind of a weird dude.
And you have so much money. Just imagine having the amount of money. There's nothing you can't do.
Yeah. And I mean, even then, even
I'm doing it all.
Even
anything
15 years ago, mental illness was such a weird topic to be discussed, especially among a famous person.
Well, and you hear about his childhood and history. Joe beat the fuck out of those kids, bro.
His parents were not good. They were just wanted to make superstars.
So so that's the thing. I guess is Macaulay Culkin was like, yeah, man, I hung out with him. He was cool as shit.
was fine.
So I don't.
Culkin's like another
But
good
I don't
case.
know. Like, obviously those shows were out there, so people can interpret it that way they
Everybody
want.
has
but
their own opinion.
I don't know shit because obviously, but that's the reason why I don't feel bad bumping Michael Jackson. Because
Macaulay's like, I went and hung out with Michael. He was cool. I remember one time we was hanging out. He said, "Close your eyes and make the Home Alone face."
oh my god!
Shout out Macaulay Culkin for like beating all of his drug abuse and all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Coming back and kind of taking the reins.
Yeah,
He's American Horror
bro.
Story last season
Yeah.
or whatever.
I
That
love
was pretty
some
cool.
Macaulay Culkin.
I hated the season, but it was pretty cool.
I hated the season.
All right.
What time is it?
It's about that time.
It is about that time. I got one question for my dads in the room, okay? Because we were talking about this, me and my girlfriend, so it was very important that I get you guys to weigh in. Brennan, you too, even though you don't have a mic, I want your opinion.
Are your father, Brendan?
What age is too young for a cell phone?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Good question. This is gonna go all over the place.
Oh. I am very happy. I am no baby gang right now. This
What
is
age
a deep
is too
question.
young, or what age would you give it to him?
Yeah. What age would you give it to him? What is the appropriate age for a cell phone?
So, my daughter has a tablet, and on her tablet she has Facebook Messenger where she can video chat with like a couple cousins and family members. It's all like an approved list that I have. So she's kind of getting her first taste of that little freedom, like being able to call people or message people when she wants to, but it's only a select number of people. And I see all the messages, like in reports of who she talked to and what happened right on my phone. So that's cool. If I was going to get her a phone, I feel like the first phone I would get her and she would fucking hate me for it. I saw this years ago and I thought it was a great idea. It's this tiny little phone that's for kids that has like 4 buttons on it, and you can program in 3 numbers and like an emergency number for like the police or 911. And that's all they get. No screen, no games, no TikTok, no nothing. You get this for emergencies. You can call me, your mom, or your grandparents. And that's where I would start. I wouldn't get a full-fledged phone. I didn't get my first phone until I was in high school.
Fair.
And cell phones weren't as big back then. They weren't like the thing they are now. But
Everything probably expensive as shit.
yeah, I think
too.
I was like in freshman
Now
or
they're just
sophomore year
giving them away.
before I got my sidekick, bro.
They giving shit away. They're
yeah.
like, "Oh, you got a
Yeah.
line? We'll give you a free line if you get another line." And we got 2 kids. We'll give you 2 lines.
I think
You
it's
Why
really
would you
simple for me. You can have a phone, the phone you want, when you can pay for that phone. It's that simple. If you can get a job and you can afford the $80, $65 a month, then you can have the phone that has all the stuff on it. It's all about what about your desires and what you want. If that's not what you're into, then you ain't gonna have no phone. I am gonna have a way of staying in contact with you.
Yep.
But it's like what you're saying, it's gonna be on a very minimal basis. It's like a flip phone.
I saw they were bringing back that Nokia brick phone that has just Snake on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what
Perfect.
you get.
And so I'm talking 16 when or 14 if you're ambitious. You
If you out there mowing lawns and doing it,
And you
yeah.
guys are talking about moving into 2025,
You're talking about
7,
16?
2030, and you guys are talking about you guys are going to give the kids a flip phone. That's going to work.
I want to.
No, well,
I mean, I feel like happy
there's
about
gonna,
it.
there's gonna be a
I feel like
version.
we got to change the question then. I feel like when are you going to let your kids have access to like the internet?
My son already
that
has
the real
access to
question?
the
I feel like
internet.
that's what like a phone is now. Like a phone
It
is
is.
not just for calling people because like if you just want
is.
somebody to call somebody, like you can walk into anywhere you want to and you can get somebody who has a phone on them who will let you use it to
good
call
question.
somebody. But the big
Yeah.
question is like when are you going to let them access everything that the phone has to offer?
Yeah.
When
See, that's
I'll give you a flip phone at 12 that has 3
Same
numbers in it.
Exactly.
Same
My-
You
answer
get to
for
middle
me.
school, you're walking
Same
to
answer for
school,
me.
middle school. Like I feel like it makes sense to have a way to contact them to make sure that you can get
Yeah,
hold of
yeah.
somebody.
Yes.
But when it comes to one of these things, that's like you're gonna wait till they're 18.
When are they allowed to
You're
have
gonna
a
wait till,
Snapchat?
Yeah, with
exactly.
it's the apps, bro. It's the
Instagram.
TikTok and the
Because
Snapchat
that's
and
a
all
whole
that
different
shit,
game
bro.
than just a phone.
So that's the question. When does the TikTok, Snapchat,
Same
get down to the
answer.
dirty
Teens.
nitty
The
gritty.
same
Teens,
answer
bro.
for me
What
is
is it?
Teens?
that is when you can
Yeah.
afford the phone that can have that.
So you're okay, cool.
So
You see what I'm saying? So he's gonna fall in that 14 to 16-year-old
So if
range.
for some reason, like if your kids were like 10 or something like that, and they're just like, dude, I know what Instagram is, and I got an iPad. Like I'm trying to. Like,
Okay, now
get
if he
it
gets
on
an
here.
iPad and he connects to the internet at home, then like I would let a young I'd let a kid at 10 or 11 years old be able to. I mean, I don't know what apps are going to be out there, but I wouldn't want him on TikTok all day.
It's a weird world out there.
You know,
There's a lot of wild shit on Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
And
you're
now
gonna
it's
have to block
Elon's
all
Twitter,
that,
bro. It's gonna be even wilder.
You're gonna have to
Even
block all
wilder.
that.
It's the real.
Now it's
mean,
free.
I mean, now it's good. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
What?
Shit.
Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Yeah. Bro, he's a fool. He's a high level troll. What he tweeted, he said, next I'm gonna buy Coca-Cola and put the cocaine back in it. Came from his actual account. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
It's just like, and I bet you in 10 years, within the next like 10 years, he'll run for president.
Yeah.
People are gonna eat that shit up.
I saw something
Yeah,
that
they
said
will.
like
Absolutely.
I think I might.
Absolutely.
someone said
Absolutely.
screenshot what your just like what your notifications look like. I just want to know what it looks like how many DMs and just notifications you get on a daily basis. There's just no way you could even look like
No.
you could even check them. You check
Spooky.
like 5. You're
Like,
like,
literally
oh
don't.
shit. I got shit to do. I
So
got
was T-Pain didn't even know he had DMs
For,
he
yeah,
didn't even
2
know he
full
had
years.
DMs on his Instagram because he gets so much other shit. He didn't even know
Yeah.
to check it. He opened it
Well,
up. He's like,
and
oh
then-
shit.
I'm hearing T-Pain on new collabs now for the first time in years because he's just answering these
15
years.
in a
Like, hey,
year.
wait, you wanted to work with me? Okay.
Well, he, dude, it's funny. Like, you guys know the request file, right? Like, people that you don't follow, if
Yeah.
somebody reaches out to you, it'll jump into that request.
I never knew about that.
And you'll-
You showed me one day.
Yeah, and you'll just fucking miss
Easy to
them.
miss. Easy to miss.
Easy to miss. And then I'll look at it. It's like 3 months ago. Hey, dude, I just fucking wanted to know if I could share your music on my new skate video. It's like,
It's already out, bro. 300,000 views. Sorry I missed you.
yeah, like, God damn it.
Yeah, I've hit those.
God dang,
That silence.
How we feeling, boys? Is dead silence? Is that?
man. Ooh.
Do we awkwardly try to fill it with something?
No,
What do you
we don't.
mean? No, we don't need to
right.
awkwardly fill it.
We sit in it.
We smoke this blunt.
That's right.
We stretch.
I'm feeling great.
You've earned
dude.
it, bro. You've earned that lean back
Okay,
now. You
bro.
didn't lean back the whole time this time. You
Oh,
earned
that was a
look.
good one. You know when you raise your arms straight up, you get that pectoral stretch.
That
a good
pectoral
one.
stretch.
Pectoral stretch.
We got the man Paul McCartney. He's gonna be coming through the studio a little bit later.
Yeah,
man.
He wanted to smoke. He didn't want to hit this blunt.
He said no
I
cameras.
smelled that.
He said no cameras and we can't record
People-
audio, but he'll be here
people,
smoking
you know,
blunts.
That'd just be great.
People think that this is like,
my
oh,
homie.
he's gonna be somewhere far away in like a satellite somewhere, but really he's
No.
gonna,
He's here.
we're gonna hang out with him. He's a down to earth guy.
Cool guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, old Paul.
But
Oh shit! Hold on.
Paul.
What's going on, boys? It's CNN, boys. You know, the craziest thing, I've got a show a little later tonight, you know. But I wanted to stop by and say hi to my favorite fellas, you know.
oh my god, dude!
was
Thank
pretty
you,
good.
thank you for stopping by, man. We really appreciate you coming by because, dude, we didn't think that you're gonna show up. We were really kind of like,
Yeah,
we were worried.
you know. It's,
I thought it was a lie.
Paul McCartney from the Beatles, man, you know. Just here to smoke buns with my favorite guys, you know.
Oh man, I didn't even know
If
you
you
smoked,
close
man.
your eyes, it
Who's
really
the
does
Beatles?
sound like him. You can't look at him, but if you listen, he's in there. That is good.
All right, well, let's get out of here and fucking do the
Hey,
thing then.
follow Shaq. What is it? Whack
Follow him.
Panther.
Whack Panther 509 WACKPANTHER 509.
If you see him on the street,
Instagram.
follow him, bro.
Follow me.
Just
If
to
you
follow
see me,
him.
follow me.
Wherever he's going, too.
Sneak up behind him.
I will assume you are a baby duck and need my assistance, and therefore I will mother you for the rest of your life.
That's
If you need
awful
that,
sweet.
I got you.
What a gentleman, bro.
That's good.
I like that philosophy. I treat everyone like a baby duck.
I'm here for you. I'll call to you, support
It's
you,
like, I don't need you. It's
lift
like,
you
okay.
up
Okay.
until you can fly on your own. I got you. Once you're on there, when you get those wings, boom, you out. Hey, it's nice
Hey.
knowing you.
Shout out to Brennan.
Brennan.
Shout out to
Brennan the
Brennan.
goat.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We love you for everything that you do.
Brennan.
And, hell yeah, dude. We're gonna smoke and hey, happy Cinco de Mayo
Do
to
we eat all these
everybody
eggs, bro?
that's,
I want- can I
that's
still want to-
celebrating
Yeah,
because
please.
it's probably
Yeah,
about
bro,
that time.
Take a couple for it, bro. You know she's gonna want more than one. Oh. Weather's getting nicer.
Bye, guys.
Springtime. Later.
See ya.
Peace. Buongiorno. Or Arrivederci.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here, breathing this fresh air, living my best life, even when the shit ain't fair, even when the love ain't there. Yo, I'm just happy to be here, smoking some good weed, not thinking what could be. I'm just here in the right now, doing me till it's lights out. Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, cause I know that shit could be worse. So what I spit in these verses gon' make some history first.
Show 'em I'm happy to be here. I'm living my best life.
Yo, you living without fear?
You wonder what that's like?
Like a breath of some fresh air.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
When do people stop saying titty sprinkles?
Titty sprinkles.
Sprinkles on some titties, bro.
I will definitely pay top dollar for titty sprinkles.
The artificial titty sprinkles.
But if you were a chick with freckles, wouldn't you just say, "I've got titty sprinkles"?
She got freckled titties.
I didn't know. You had told me 5 years ago you got a way to make a titty more delicious. I might not have believed you.